I'll hit the button, hit the record. I'm going to share those final links out saying that we are live. And anybody that wants to come in that has grievances here.
Anyone who wants to air their dirty laundry.
We are live. Okay. We're live. Nobody can see us yet, but I will turn this on. Here we go.
What are we gonna do?
Air conditioner's making the loudest noise all day.
What are we gonna do? We have 2 days worth of Gamescom. What are we gonna do? Help me.
Gamescon.
Games.
We got conned at Gamescon.
Con Keely. That's what it should be called.
Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Bryant, Dreadpool. Dreadpool's here. What's up, Dreadpool?
Yo.
Slendy is Fred, who's in the actual panel right now, on the panel. Batman is here. What's up, Batman? And tonight is the night. Now, something happened yesterday. Stevie Mac, what's up? Something happened yesterday that we all knew was going to happen. We all saw it coming a mile away. And it finally came out. What am I talking about? The biggest upset in the history of what's going on lately.
Yeah, it's kind of like unraveling this whole year when we found out they were going to
do
this.
Listen. What happened was the biggest thing yesterday. And everyone's upset today. And what I'm talking about is Bennifer breaking up.
I know. It's such a
He's collecting those rings like Thanos, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got Eli in here. We got Stevie Mac. We got Jeff M. Go ahead.
Or Jenny from the block.
Yeah, exactly. It's finally Ogre.
It's finally
it didn't
Ogre.
last long.
And I'm sure it'll happen again another
relieved, bro. Just being honest, Ben Affleck is probably like, oh, finally, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll get back together again another 10 years.
It's like the meme with him with the cigarette. That's him right now. He's like, ah.
Oh. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Indiana Jones is now on PlayStation 5, thanks to Xbox.
Yeah, it's just another addition to what we've been talking about,
And if we make another 125 in Super Chats tonight, Fred and I, live on the air, we'll get right off our chairs and we'll go to the shop and have a brand new Series X in the box, never been opened, sealed. We'll take a sledgehammer to it and destroy it live on the air for you guys. I paid $350 for it, but if I could get $150 back from Super Chats, I'll destroy it.
Save the double A's.
And the person that donates the most money will get the pieces. They'll get the pieces in the mail.
Will you be... All right, I have a question, Perry. Will you be keeping the controller?
Yes, because I could sell that and get some money back.
He's got to get some money back. Come on, he's losing his ass on this thing.
I'm losing my ass.
That's true.
But it's collective, so if everyone donates a little bit, we'll get there. You don't have to. One person doesn't have to donate the whole thing. So whatever you guys could do, if you want to see it,
if like the 30 people that usually come in here all donate, like I don't know, like a few bucks, it would actually get there before you know it. So
right.
And Fred went to Nourishell, New York, to Stop and Shop, and he got cream cheese.
Nice.
So he will put the cream cheese on the machine as well.
Wow.
Open or in the package?
I don't know what you want to do with that.
You should put the cream cheese on it, put the blue milk on it.
See, that's when you got retiring. Says Brian, happy birthday, Brian. And no, Ben Affleck is getting divorced.
For the second time?
For the fifth time.
Fifth time?
Jeez.
8th time? Who knows? I lost count.
I don't know. Who cares?
This is his 5th divorce?
No. I
think it's the second one, right? Or third one? I think this has to be a second one.
He should not marry women named Jennifer because he has bad luck with that.
No, he's only been married 2 other times.
This is third.
Jennifer Garner and then Jennifer Lopez. Oh, no, it's only 2 total.
2? Okay.
Yeah,
she's
that's
been
not
married,
that bad.
Like 85 times?
He did that so that he doesn't have to memorize a new name when he's climaxing. He's like, oh, Jennifer.
And Jennifer Lopez has been married 4 times. So
yeah, it's But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we kind of saw this coming with Xbox throughout the year as they were starting to kind of like change their wording on things. And
what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? And so we're not really surprised. It's just now happening in the front of everything. You know what I mean? It all started with
Wolfman, we acknowledge you.
the beginning of the year. So it just wasn't really looking bright for them. And then we had a really good Xbox event. And I'm still looking forward to those games. You know, that doesn't really change just because this is happening. But those games, like, who says Perfect Dark isn't going to be on PlayStation at some point soon?
I'm sure it's going to be day and date on PlayStation. Gears of the Day is going to be on day and date on PlayStation.
Right. So, like, the fact that we're starting to see stuff like this, it just, you know, that's why we were kind of, you know, taking things with a grain of salt, obviously. But then when we started to find out the things they were actually saying and the way they're actually treating the fans this year, making people wait after, you know, saying it was only going to be Starfield and
Cody, what's up?
That's it, you know, or a few other games or 4 games, right? So yeah, it's a very it's a different vibe now, just in general, when I think we're approaching these shows and we're starting to see, you know, just everything kind of be everywhere, or things just not really having, like back in the day when you would have, you know, E3 divvied up, right? When it was like Sony had one day, Xbox had another. It actually really felt like there was that like competition in the air. And now the E3 is dead and the whole landscape is changing on gaming in general. There's just certain eras that I have to understand and come to terms that will never be there again. So I don't get disappointed when these changes come. You know what I mean? So if you expect this disappointment, you're just like, okay, I'm not surprised. Like, you know, like when I saw Keeley look over and smile because he's like, yes, this is coming to my precious PlayStation. Like, you know, it's like, I just have to sit there and
how he was.
I have to sit there and just take it. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm an idiot.
You know what I mean? Kojima's going to dump him one day and he's going to get upset. We all know this.
But you get what I'm saying is that all PlayStation fans, like, they're like, yes, we won. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the kind of thing that, like, I just wish that wasn't the case in terms of like we had an even competition back in the day, and it seemed like there was an actual fight for. There was that
Microsoft won the console war, and then they turned around and said, "Hey, you know what? We're good. Put it on everything."
I just miss the flare, the fire under the ass, you know, to like get that competition done. You know what I mean?
Gone.
Or it's just
Satya Nadella's Microsoft Office into gaming, and it's just not going to work.
Right. So yeah, I mean, that was the biggest thing from, I guess, day 0 or opening night, whatever they called the friggin' thing, because it was, I guess, nighttime by the time we saw it in America.
We didn't want to watch this show. What are you talking about this shit for? We're talking about Indiana Jones. We didn't watch Gamescom.
That's where they announced this.
That's where they announced it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going into Gamescom.
What the hell is Jeff Keighley? Screw that guy.
He announced it.
He announced it. I'm just saying that's what happened. He stood on the stage, and that was when Indiana Jones said it was coming to PlayStation. And that same exact hour, the Best Buy pre-orders went up.
Kojima whip him with the Indiana Jones whip.
He would have liked that.
The collector's edition went up within 10 minutes. So the fact that Phil Spencer sat there and made it seem like it wasn't happening, wasn't being developed on the PS5 at the same time, is bullshit.
Yeah,
it had to have been
they had everything ready.
And by the way, people are like, "Oh, they're not going to get it for 6 months." No. It's spring, so they're going to get it between March and April.
Yeah.
And if there's bugs and stuff, they're going to get it completely fixed.
Yeah. So
that had to have been in development when he lied. It had to have been.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no
of course
way.
It was.
Because it was less than a year. There's like no way.
Well, Satya's making Phil. No, he's not. Let me tell you something. Bernie Stoller. Was it Bernie Stoller? He went to Sega Japan and said, "Listen, we're going to put a modem in the Dreamcast." Sega Japan said, "No way." And Bernie Stoller said, "You want the American market? You put a modem in that Dreamcast." And it got to a point where they fired Bernie Stoller, but they still put the modem in the Dreamcast. Guess what? The guy got fired because he knew what was right for the consumer. He stood up for the consumer. Phil Spencer didn't do that. He's still sitting on his ass making multi-million dollars right now. Good for him, but the guy sold out.
When he
if
said,
you're gonna go down with the ship, you go down with the ship, Captain. So I don't want to hear this. Oh, he's a puppet. Oh, Satya's making him. Oh, he's being held hostage by Satya. No. He could have went into Satya's office and said, "This is not what this was supposed to be, and I want no part of it." And he could have just resigned. They could have fired him. Anything. That's if he was really behind all this, as far as like the fan base and all that. This guy used everybody. He's one of the greatest car salesmen in the history of pop culture, in my opinion. So, it is what it is. The guy's a big fat liar. We all know it. Listen, it gets to a point where you hear this guy giving excuses year after year after year for 10 years. We're done with this. We're just done. That's why tonight, if we smash this Xbox, we're not smashing it because we're maniacs or anything. We're smashing it to send a message. Like, stop messing with the fans, okay? And then I hear other podcasts, well, the numbers say that this, that. Okay, I'm not an analyst. I'm a guy that plays games. I just want to play games. Well, then play games. I can't play games because they're not coming out. Avowed's coming this year. Oh, we had to delay Avowed because we have so many freaking games coming out, which we don't, that we can't fit it in our schedule. Wait a minute. You told me to wait for this game for 3 years, and now you're telling me I gotta wait longer? Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm done.
And
I don't even know if I'm gonna like this game, but I gotta wait to play it. It's ridiculous.
Phil said something along
the dev's time. The dev has to change his poopy diapers. Oh, this guy has to put his clothes on. Oh, this guy. I'm tired of waiting for everybody else. I paid for this thing. It's not like somebody gave me this thing for free. They said, hey, when these games come out, can you please play them and test them out for us? Okay. What do I care? I didn't pay for it. But I have a box in every freaking room in the house like an idiot. That'll never happen again, not with this brand. I am finished with Xbox. That's it. I'm done. And I know people online are like, oh, why you got to tell everybody? Because I'm frustrated. As a consumer, I'm frustrated.
So if the Xbox Next is in black or white, which color are you getting, Perry?
I would advocate for a green Xbox. They've never done that.
Yeah.
No, they did the Mountain Dew, or not the Mountain. Yeah, the Mountain Dew Xbox, right?
Yeah, but who was able to get that? The Halo one? I got the Halo one, but like an actual green Xbox would be nice.
There you go. You heard it here first, Phil. Get this man a green Xbox. He'll buy it.
No, I'm done buying. He'll have to give it to me for free. Hey, what Phil should do, if he wants goodwill, do a buyback program. Say, hey, you know what? We're sorry. We didn't lie. We messed up. We'll buy back your console for Microsoft credit or something. I'll do that. But he ain't going to do it. They robbed everybody, and I'm upset about that.
But he said something along the lines that really got me floored. He was like, well, they let us, but he basically said it like this, like, they let us buy Activision, so we have to give back to them, like, to do what they want, because they let us buy. It's like, okay, so you guys bought Activision, and you convinced us that all this great stuff was going to happen. What did we get? One Call of Duty and Game Pass so far, and we're getting the new one? That's the $70 value, great. We haven't gotten any other content. We're not getting the Diablo content for free. You're not getting World of Warcraft. You still have to pay for a World of Warcraft subscription. We didn't get anything else. And he's like, oh, well, we had to put Indiana Jones because we have to give back because they let us buy the company. He made it sound like because they let them, the bigwigs let them buy.
You just told everyone that bought a PlayStation, you made the right decision. You told everyone that bought a Series X and S, sorry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What have we?
This is why there need to be lemon laws with these stupid machines. Hold these people accountable.
I mean, we as the people who bought Xbox didn't really gain a whole lot by them buying ABK.
We got screwed.
I don't understand. Where are all these other games that you made it seem like we're going to come? Even not backwards compatible games.
Don't worry, Frank. They'll be out in 2039.
Yeah, okay. I'm talking about games they have now in their library that they own now.
It's
not even that.
Since they did that, since they bought it.
Right, and we didn't even get that. How could you tell me
we didn't
you
even
have
talk
Game
about
Pass?
This, but they sold Tango Gameworks. They unclosed them down. I don't know how they did that. And they sold them with the IPs. So Evil Within is now with Crafton.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah.
If Crafton goes out of business, there goes Evil Within. It's vaporware.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush is with Crafton now. Ooh, well, we'll get a sequel now. How do you know it's going to be the same? If they make
Crafton's not a big studio. They might not have money for that.
A clerical error. Remember that? That's what they did, man. They bought Activision. They knew they just wanted to get Call of Duty and mobile. Right? That's really what they bought it for. And so far, they sold off Tango Gameworks. And they sold another, they sold Toys for Bob off.
Right.
It's like they just got rid of stuff to try to get some of that money back.
They really wanted King because that gives them 200 million
mobile.
monthly
That's what
users.
I'm talking about.
Right.
King, Candy Crush, all that stuff. They wanted to get in the mobile by buying Activision. So they did that. They needed Call of Duty. They did that. Those are the money makers. Everyone else, put you to the side.
Well, you can tell, too, that their intention was not for any of the other stuff because, look, you still have BattleNet. You can't play World of Warcraft on the
They made
Microsoft
it seem like they were going to buy
app.
Activision to put all those games in their library.
Right.
To broaden their portfolio for Game Pass, which would have made sense. That's what they made it seem like. And they had the fans cheering them on in the courtroom and everything. It's like, we're video game fans. We're not lawyers. We're not experts. We're not supposed to be following this guy into the courtroom and stuff. It's ridiculous.
They tricked us, though.
They
We thought we were going to get value.
Lied. They flat out lied. Oh, no, they're not going in today, but they're going in. He should have just said, yes, eventually we're going to put our games on PlayStation. Play where you want to play. You want to buy a PlayStation? Go ahead. That's what he should have said from day one. But they keep stringing you along because he gets a bonus from Game Pass. I don't think anybody realizes that. Phil Spencer and Satya Nadella get bonuses from the Game Pass quarterlies. So he's going to lie to you to keep you on as long as he can. That's why he leaks information out to these guys, these quote journalists, so that they put, oh, well, I think this is going to happen. Oh, well, this is coming. Oh, that's going to... All right, we're done listening to you, fatso. Okay, we're done. This is over.
They try to soften the blow by leaking these things out. That they always do it. It always gets leaked, and then people talk about it, and then the thing comes out.
A week before an event. You ever notice?
Yep.
It's always one
It's
week before
no
the
coincidence.
And the day after the event. This guy, Jez Corden, he was like, oh no, what's it called isn't coming. It's not Indiana Jones, it's something else. And then they announced Indiana Jones. An hour later, he tweets, see, this was one of the games I was talking about. It's like, no, you didn't. These guys are all grifters, man. All these guys. Just sick of this stuff, man. Stop getting little birdies out there and stop putting out false information. It's done. Hey, if you guys out there like Xbox and you're on it, great. Game where you got a game. But at the end of the day, just know that this is all going on behind the scenes. That's all we're saying.
Well, like, I'll probably still subscribe to Game Pass from time to time to play stuff, but on the PC, it's cheaper. I can just cancel it whenever I want. I don't have to go out and buy a system.
That's what they want, Frank. They're making the console unbearable, so you'll just go on PC.
Well,
This way, they don't need.
gone.
They can just sell you a subscription. They don't need to sell you hardware. They don't need to lose money on that anymore.
Listen, I held out for 10 years. You were right there with me. Day one, VCR, Xbox One. We were there. And we've been through all of this.
I was the first one to jump ship in our circle. I was like, I'm going on PlayStation, guys. Peace. Like,
We
I didn't play with
relentlessly
you
made
guys
fun of you, and now
until
look.
yeah, I didn't play with you guys until I think we played like Destiny for like a second, barely, and then that fell off for us anyway. I know there's people that like it. Fine, it's not, it's all good. I like the PvP. I just thought the story was gutted before any expansion. Like the vanilla Destiny was bad. I don't care what anybody says. The PvP was good, but the story of like vanilla Destiny, and we're like, oh, and that wasn't an exclusive either, but that was just something we were trying to play.
Oh, no,
but yeah,
Anthony, it was Halo on PS4.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I played it since the
DJ,
alpha.
what's up?
I played the alpha. I played the beta. I played it when it came out.
You went
and
to college with this thing? Wow.
I finished it, and then I was like, now what? And then it was just a bland game, at least before any expansions. I didn't stick around that long, but yeah, I didn't get an Xbox. I didn't get back on Xbox until the Scorpio edition. So
RWK, what's up,
We
man?
were-
Cody, what's up? I didn't even see these guys.
You know, and
We
that's
were
another
there
thing.
too.
Like when they released that Scorpio edition, I thought like, yes, Xbox is back. Power matters. Console
We all
matters.
did.
I was
all
very
did.
impressed.
All that good stuff, right?
Yes.
And then like the Series X comes out, I'm like, yeah, let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going, right?
Yep.
You know, the Series X is a powerful machine and all that good stuff, right? And now, like halfway through the generation, I just, from what I've experienced, I don't know if you guys recall. There's an old article where it's like, oh, Phil Spencer says that not all games are going to PC, and then 4 years, like maybe 3 years later, it's like all Xbox games are going to PC, right? But PC games don't come to Xbox day one, like.
Axel, he didn't
And
lie.
this is the part
Halo
that gets
5 is
me
still on
right. Is
console
that
only.
That's the only one.
The
That's
worst
only
one.
which one?
Halo 5 is only on console.
Yeah. But like this is the part that gets to me, and this is the part I have a big problem with Xbox is that, the Xbox themselves internally are not making the console player feel appreciated, is the word I'm going to say, right? Like Gears Tactics, and this started way back with Gears Tactics. Gears Tactics, PC first.
Yep.
There's no reason why Gears Tactics was PC first. It wasn't a graphically intense game. It was turn-based slow. The controls had been done on plenty of RTSs before.
Yep.
Right? And PC first. Then, Age of Empires 4, PC first. Age of Empires 2 Remake, PC first. Even though they had already mastered the control for Age of Empires, Flight Simulator, PC first. And now Towerborn joins that PC first family.
Not even
right.
on the Xbox app, by the way.
Yeah,
on
not even on the
Steam,
Xbox app. Yeah.
which is crazy.
And
Really?
and that's my whole problem with Xbox is that they're not making the console gamer feel appreciated. Like, hey, you guys are cool. You guys got our ecosystem. Awesome. Go. Why don't you stand over here in the corner? Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's like that car. It's like that house salesman or whatever, a car salesman. They're like your best friend. But once the ink is dry, they don't know you.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's
once they
exactly how this
got our-
feels.
Yeah, they got our money for the console, and then it's like,
Mm-hmm.
here we are 4 years into the gen this November, and what do we have to really show for it?
We called this
besides-
a year ago on this show. Me and Frank were starting to notice. We're like, does Xbox care anymore? Seems like they don't care. We started saying this last year. And then the whole thing in January happened, and I was like, Frank, what the hell? The pieces are starting to fall together.
It's just sad, really. It's sad is what it is, because they're burning so, like, I don't know if they realize, but once these console gamers choose not to buy that Xbox, like Perry, you're gonna have to pull a miracle to convince him to get an Xbox in the future. And I don't think you will. Like the way your route is going, I don't think you will. And
I have customers that don't want to buy it. I have customers that didn't want to buy it because of the name, and I'm like, guys, come on, like you're gonna miss games because of a stupid name. But they're like, oh yeah, I bought the Wii U. It's like that's like the worst name, the Wii U. Anyway,
it is the worst name, to be honest.
But you have people that the Kinect thing just it deterred them big time, and I don't agree with that either, because it's like they fixed that in 2 weeks. And it's like
nothing deters quite like Xbox seeing you play naked. I mean,
Yeah, no, well, that's what Phil Spencer's into, right?
That's why I bought the machine. I was hoping they would.
He plays Redfall naked. You guys didn't know that?
He played Redfall for 20 minutes and then sold it for $70, and then came out the next day and said, "Oh, sorry, I ripped everybody off." He admitted that it was a ripoff.
Imagine he traded it into GameStop himself. Like he
Sorry,
went to
guys.
GameStop and traded it in.
Bro, how do you say, don't listen to me until you have the game in your hand, and then you say how the game is horrible, but you're currently selling it at $70?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
right.
they
when
apologized
Redfall
and
came
did
out.
You
not
should
drop
have
the
said, you
price.
know what? We're going to pull the game, and we're going to fix it, and we're going to do whatever. If you bought the game, we're going to refund you, pull the license, whatever, and you'll see that game in a few more months, and it'll be discounted for $39.99 or $29.99. Anything. They didn't do nothing. He literally
Anyways,
sat on his ass.
I 100% agree with you.
He sat on his ass, played it for 20 minutes, got caught playing it for 20 minutes. And to the point where after the kind of funny thing, he played it for another 20 minutes. So it made it look like he played it for a while, but he played it for 47 minutes in total.
I guess those people that in Fallout 76 they destroyed his base. I guess they're on to something.
No. I advocate that. Go ahead. Every time that guy plays, make his life a living hell. Make him. What's that? What does Mrs. Voorhees say to Jason? Make them remember what fear tastes like.
Oh shit, that's funny.
No, make his life a living hell in the game. Like that's the best way to get back at him.
Yeah, all these hours of getting achievements, you motherfuckers.
Why didn't he just come out with Redfall and be like, yo, if you have like, just make it free to play. Be like, hey, if you have live or whatever, you can just play online. Like, why would they keep charging for it? Knowing, look at to the point where they have to refund people for the battle pass.
Yeah, the
it's
DLC.
I don't see him give him back his Game Pass bonuses, Frank.
No, the only person to ever do that was what's his name from Nintendo, but that's no excuse either.
People want to see me naked, says Dreadpool.
Jeez.
That's a difference.
Probably on the
360.
Saying? Probably on the 360 camera. Yeah.
I don't think Microsoft knows what they want to do, says Azure Eyes. It's almost like they
know what they want to do, but they
know what they want to do, but they're not telling us. They're not putting their cards out on the table.
They're not considering the diehards that have been with them since day one.
They're telling you what they're doing, but they're not telling you what they're doing. They're like telling you, but winking at you.
They're too busy making Scream tribute commercials for the Fire Stick to tell you can play Halo on the Fire Stick, Sydney, and just this dumb.
Yeah, they'll market for that. They'll make commercials for that, but they won't market for anything else.
You won't see Xbox marketing anywhere.
Why does Aaron Greenberg have a job? He does nothing. He's a marketing manager. They don't market anything. What's he do?
Right. Like actual
Is
commercials.
He like Sarah Bond? He just sits in his office all day collecting money.
Right. Just nodding their head.
Bro, let me tell you something. If Bomber was there, this guy would have been fired already. Bomber wants these guys to work.
Yeah.
So Bomber doesn't have to work.
Yeah. He's like, you're going to work, so I don't got to work.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Bomber, he's like a Bomber. Balmer is like a crazy madman. You watch Jason Goes to Hell where he opens all the doors and looks, see if anybody's in there? That's Steve Ballmer.
Who's in here that's getting paid and not doing anything?
Yes, exactly.
Running through the headquarters, like ripping the doors open.
Yes.
There's people hiding under the desk from him.
Shout out to Steve Ballmer, man. That guy was awesome.
But all the stuff that it's like Star Wars, like all the stuff that happened.
We're ignoring
Azure matter.
Eyes.
No, we just read his thing.
We just read your thing.
But Xbox is like Star Wars now, where all this stuff happened, and then Episode 7 came out, and it's like, yeah, none of that mattered. The Bomber sacrificing for the Red Rings, Phil Spencer doing all this stuff, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter in the end, because this is what happened. So it was all pointless. All the history of it was pointless.
Axel says he saw Dread naked. I've never wished to be blind before in my life. Wow.
Did he just have a beard over him? Then that was it.
It was half naked.
The beard was like hiding the.
Yeah.
RWK saying disgusting things.
Nothing new.
They want to get out of hardware, says RWK. Brian says, "What's happening? You're getting Indiana Jones on PlayStation, so celebrate."
Can we remind everyone now also about what's going on with the Xbox, the smashing?
Greeny
if we
saves
get
Xbox money with his marketing strategy, yeah, he's pocketing it probably. Oh yeah, I'll put an ad out in the UK.
He found the cheapest like place to put an ad, like some train station, and he's like, yeah, okay.
He puts Xbox ads as a penny saver.
And he negotiates with the guy on the phone to get it for cheaper. He doesn't just pay the ad space. But real quick, if we make $125 in super chats tonight collectively, Perry and Fred are going to go to the shop and
Live.
smash a brand new Xbox Series X live
It's
on
sealed.
this stream.
I will,
It is a collective
I
125.
can
You don't
smash
have
it
to
while
give
it's
it
in
all
the
at once.
box, or if you want me to take it out and smash it, I'll do that. Whatever. I'll plug it in.
So if everybody throws in a little bit, we will get that going for you.
I'm gonna smash the
I
360.
think you should
right
plug
now.
it in, sign in, load up some Halo, and then smash it.
I
Get
could do- I could do
electrocuted.
that.
Halo.
I could do that. I have all night.
And obviously, Perry's going to lose money on this. It's just to make something back on his purchase.
Yeah.
It'll be for entertainment purposes.
Entertainment
Yeah.
purposes. I have only Steam as far as my current gen goes. Well, you're gonna
It's-
get it on Steam.
It's on Steam. I think it's going to come out on Steam the same time, right?
It should come with a whip.
Doesn't the collector's edition come with a globe? Like a whole
Who
globe?
wants that? Come on.
I don't know.
They make the stupidest
Why not?
collector's editions.
Why
Look-
can't they just put a whip?
That's
what I'm
saying.
Put the whip. Jesus
Let me see.
Christ.
I think it's a globe. It's like the stupidest.
Well, even the freaking hat. Like even
Yeah,
like, even
it's
the
a big
hat.
ass globe and a book.
Why?
The globe and a book. I could go get one of those right now.
Exactly. Go to the Goodwill and pick it up. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yep.
and there's like a little
That would be cheaper.
little sculpture in there.
You know
for
what's funny
200
too,
bucks.
Frank? Xbox
What's
games
that?
get cracked 0 day on PC,
Oh yeah.
so you don't even need Game Pass.
I mean,
at
to
this
be
point.
fair, so do PlayStation games, but they
Oh,
come
yeah.
over later.
Well, PlayStation games don't have DRM. That's a different thing. Don't worry, guys. Pre-orders for the new digital Xboxes are up now. Well, guess what? I'm not doing it. Well, RWK just donated $1.99 super chat. Thank you.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
Come on, guys. If you want to
WK,
see
yeah.
it, whatever you can give, it'll add up. Come
So
on.
$27 down. Again, whoever donates the majority of the money will get the pieces. I'll mail
Show
it
me
to
the
them.
money. Show me the money.
Anthony with the hammer? Well, Anthony is not here, so he can't smash it.
No, I have this hammer, but this is for.
Why do you have a hammer too?
He has a hammer.
It's all right. There's 360s near me. I might get too excited, you know.
But
I don't know.
I have a can opener that I can smash something with. But no, it works.
You guys are weird,
We
man.
might just start lighting shit on fire. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
That'd be hilarious if Perry's stream like cuts on when he's in the shop, and it's just it's just like in a
So
bonfire.
here's
like,
the thing. I can sign in right now with a different username, jump in the car with the phone,
oh right,
and
yeah,
you
do that
guys are
little
still
trick.
here doing your stuff. I'll leave
and
the
it
computer
pops
on.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, we will not go off the air if we
And
reach the goal. We
what
will
happens
continue.
is when I get there, I will use the other computer to record it with the camera. And then while we're live, so you'll see a very small live feed, but then I'll record the actual video. This way you guys can see the HD version. 2 videos going off at once.
Yeah.
That's his waste management business. I was
Yeah.
my tractor at work until dark. Thought about you, Fred. You thought about Fred on your tractor?
To be honest, every
Was that
time I
in your-
see a tractor, I think about Fred too.
Yes.
I need to buy
Yeah.
one from you. I'm not even going to carry Xbox anymore. I'm done.
When I was in South Dakota, I went to a restaurant and a guy rolled up on a lawnmower. I thought that was RWK for a second. Not that you live there, but I'm just saying, you know, I had to do a double take. I was like, this guy drove up and just parked it.
RWK, let me tell you something. He called me on the phone once. He sounded like an 800-pound fat guy. Okay?
What does a fat guy sound like?
Well, hello. Like something like that. But then when he was on Community Game Night, this guy sounds like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. So I don't know what this guy sounds like.
I love it.
Oh,
He sound like a fat man. You could hear the stuff jiggling down his esophagus.
I don't
It's the
know.
thermal paste. It's all the thermal
Maybe he
paste.
put someone else on the phone. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe he had a mouthful of thermal paste, like marshmallow fluff. He bit into a big
yeah.
sandwich of it.
Yeah.
It's like a motherboard sandwich or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I think Xbox is we'll just keep seeing what happens. Like, I know a lot of the big releases for me, definitely just be day one on PC for me, as far as like things like Perfect Dark and Gears of War, which those are two I'm really excited about. I know a lot of people are stoked for Fable and stuff, but
Yeah, if it comes out this decade,
we got to get like, release dates, obviously, because the only thing that can get a lot of people excited at this point, to kind of distract from the fact that we're also getting kind of like screwed over from like
what
a
if Fable
diehard fan
sucks? What if these
standpoint.
games suck? It's like we waited 10 years for this game
Yeah,
for nothing.
That's
yeah,
why I'm not
there's-
paying while I'm waiting.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's what I'm
a
saying.
lot
Like,
of pressure on
Xbox is
them
like,
for
oh
this.
yeah, our games are doing great, and Sarah Bond's like, yep, doing really great. And it's like, wait a minute. What games are you talking about? What
What did
games
we
were
really
quality
get?
that came out? They're acting like they have this huge track record. They don't.
There's been a problem
play
with
that
almost
clip
every
right now.
game.
What?
I mean, there's been a problem with almost every game they put out. Starfield's a great game. It ran at 30. Hellblade 2 is a great game. Ran at 30. It's like Redfall was a mess. Every game they put out, there's something wrong. It's not like
they
these games
suck.
come
They
out
don't
and
have
they're
managed
great.
studios.
Like,
343. What the hell is that all about? They couldn't even
That's
make
right.
Halo.
and we're paying for that. Everyone keeps saying, which we've said before, it's free. It's free on Game Pass. It's like, yes, but now that they're getting rid of the stacking and the cards and stuff, it's like you're going to be paying almost full
Paying
price
double
for
the
this.
amount of money.
You're going to pay $240 a year for this. That's almost four full price games. Like I said before to you guys, Mental said it earlier. That's a lot of money that you're going to buy the
Not the
console,
Mental
and
amount.
that you could just buy the games you want. What if you only want 2 games they put out this year? You're going to save $120. If I only want to play Avowed and Indiana Jones, that's only half the Game Pass price right there for a year. It's like they don't have enough coming out to justify it. That's the problem. And then they're telling you, oh, but we're putting Crash Bandicoot on there. The game's $5. It's like, that's not getting
The game's 10 years
enough
old.
money. Right.
Yeah, I just think the overall quality of not only Xbox games but games in general.
Yeah, games in general.
Very, very just
Not all games, but a majority of them lately. Like, listen, you would get during the 360 era, it was very rare you would get a really bad quality game. The studios were putting their heart, their soul, and their money into it. Now the game comes out broken. It's like, oh well, fuck you, $70.
And then it's 3 months later, it's $39.99 and it's fixed.
No, it's
Every time.
$29.99 and it's fixed.
Yeah, look, that too. It happens all the time. I just don't understand why they're not giving you, like, I know I said it before. I don't even know if we were live yet, but like with the other Activision games and the Blizzard games, how are you making me pay $15 a month for World of Warcraft when you own it now and you have a subscription and it's on a different app? It's not on the Xbox app. It's like you could tell their priorities are not to give us value. They're just using that as a tool to be like, oh, but it's a great value. It's like, is it though? What am I
just
getting?
want
I
you
think
on
it's-
Game Pass. They don't care.
Yeah,
Right.
It's yeah, it's like the meaning is being kind of, it used to be kind of exciting, like I said, to see the competition, to see how they would try to outdo one another. And during that time, 360 being the dominant force, it was just a fantastic time. I'm sitting here playing, older games from that era a lot this year, probably more than I've had in recent years. And it's stuff that I might have already played or stuff that I've never really checked out. But yeah, it's like, you have to constantly move backwards to kind of feel like you're playing something that's a little more meaningful, or a little bit more of a effort went into it, back then. Again, stuff is few and far between nowadays. Like, there's still good stuff. But it's very challenging now, where it used to just kind of feel like you had so many great games to play all at once, and I think it's easy to get lazy with technology and like, we'll fix it later. But I think it's to a point now where, yeah, we're We're just kind of like,
I
where are
didn't
we
say
going?
bad games. I said games that were buggy. That's what I mean by bad games, not like horrible games. There's plenty of horrible games out there for every console. But we're talking games weren't broken for the most part. There were some, but a majority of the 360 games just came out and they just worked.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was all.
No, not
it
you,
was 100.
Mr. Patriot Joel in the
100%.
chat.
Yeah.
RWK says, remember when Colt Eastwood's telling us how great shitty games were before? Yeah, that's right. He told us that Redfall ran great on the console. He played it. And then it comes out that the game runs like shit. And guess who showed up the next morning? Oh, well, I played it on a PC. And so you lied.
He said it was a low-end PC comparable to the specs.
And by the way,
of
they don't disclose that
Xbox.
like, Xbox makes them play all this shit. They disclose it like while they're talking, but you got to put in the description. YouTube's cracking down on that stuff, just so you guys know. So if they're flying you all over the place to play these games, you're gonna have to put that in your description from now on. These guys act like they just, oh yeah, Microsoft flew us in. We're just regular fans though, don't worry. Bro, I got more
Yeah.
Xboxes than that guy, and Microsoft didn't fly me anywhere. They don't freaking know me.
We probably could have traveled around the world if we didn't buy this many Xboxes for 10 years. Between you and I,
Oh yeah.
Holy
just
crap.
two Xboxes. You could have had a flight to Europe. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't have any connections. I just talk to the executives all day long. Okay.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. You think like no one's gonna notice?
I think it's interesting because like I think the more people. That's just why we try to be honest on here, and I know again we kind of amp
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
State
and-
of K looks like shit, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying like, we try to be honest, and the whole year has been unfortunately a lot of negative stuff. With the one thing that was positive was the fact that we got a decent Xbox event around like what would have been the E3.
That
time
was
period
really
of
good,
the
man.
year.
After the January debacle,
Yeah,
that June showcase was great. We're like, all right, cool.
because
Like,
we knew, yeah,
they're
like
acting stupid, but they're giving us good stuff. And then, like, little by little, they just keep stepping on freaking rakes. There's your Carl Weezer guy. I got more Xbox than Microsoft. That's true.
yeah.
probably.
Unfortunately, I wish I would have went back and stopped myself.
You see what Stephen Mack said about IGN?
What did he say about IGN? Axel's favorite, IGN.
Yeah.
What did he say about IGN?
2025 would be the best year in gaming history. So, oh wait, so we'll have 7 games instead of 3, says Stevie Mac. Yeah.
It might be, but not from Xbox first party. I mean,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
other
At least
games,
more
but
games on PlayStation than they are Xbox. Like, and like I said, this is the part that makes me feel like not good as a console player. More games are being released for PlayStation in any given window
Yeah.
than are being brought over from the Activision Blizzard library being added to Game Pass.
Right.
And that just bothers me, man. Like,
You're paying.
again. Like, I really, really struggle. I'm an Xbox diehard, obviously, right?
We all are.
And I don't necessarily focus on the negative. I focus on, the fact that I'm a gamer. I've seen a console die before.
Right. Yeah,
You
we
know,
all saw that. We were there.
Yeah, well, maybe not Anthony, but we were there.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I
me.
was there to understand it. You know what I mean? I was there to see my, close friends actually, complain about certain things, and those are people that I trust, So I was always aware and up to date with it, thankfully. But
Yeah.
I stuck with it. I didn't lose hope though, because when I heard that the One X was being a thing, I was like, you know what, now I'll do it, because I was on PC at the time. Like also like literally right before the PS4 and Xbox One came out, that was my entry into PC Master Race. All
Well,
this
he's talking
stuff.
about
So I
Sega.
was-
yeah, the
Yeah, I was
death of
talking about
Sega.
Sega.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Like I said,
about like.
Anthony wasn't there. He didn't even know.
Oh, well, that's.
Wow.
I was still playing Dreamcast, buddy. So I'm young, but
Yeah, but were you there when Fantasy Star Online was a thing?
Well, no. I mean, I wasn't. I didn't have on. Well, actually,
Wow.
I got my first computer in 2001, so that's when I actually.
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you there for the Sega
Good old
channel?
girl. No,
Yeah.
well, no, I wasn't. But I mean, hey, my brother got Dreamcast, man. Code Veronica. I'm an RE guy, so to
Yeah.
think that I wouldn't have a Dreamcast in my household, come on.
Yeah,
I got
that's
Code
right,
Veronica
RE.
day one.
Code Veronica, the best Resident Evil ever.
It's a great one. But yeah,
But
sorry about that.
Anyways,
All right.
where was I? Yeah, but my whole complaint is, the console player has to feel just as important as all the other gamers, right? And when you put things side by side, the console player is getting the biggest shaft. The games are coming to PC first. PC gamer matters. The games that have been ported to PlayStation run better on PlayStation. PlayStation gamers matter, right?
yeah,
The Game Pass price is cheaper on PC than it is on console. I'm talking the standard, right?
yeah,
And they also get day one games, but you don't. So PC gamers matter, and that's just been my whole thing is like, I'm okay with you porting games wherever you want, okay, whatever.
yeah.
But what you have left, you should do well,
Exactly.
and they're not. Right? So it's not them just doing one thing. It's like this culmination of things. Like I would be like it truly like I personally think that exclusives sell consoles. And they're obviously not interested in that, but they should be interested in treating those people that have bought their console well. That's all I'm getting at. That's the part that's like the nail and hammering it down for me on this
Yeah, we all feel that way.
on my
Exactly what you
attitude,
said.
right?
Because we
So, yeah.
we invested in this machine, we invested in our library. They were
Mm-hmm.
touting digital as the future, so we all went digital for the most part. We built up our library there, and
Mhm.
just one day, like the Thanos snap, it's just like all going away. We don't know what happened, and we'll find out in
Yeah,
a
such as like,
documentary. In
oh, you want
another,
competition? Let us have competition.
oh yes,
Where is it?
he didn't even want to compete. This guy, being lazy. If you can't beat him, join him, and that's what they did. They bought him and they joined him. Dreadpool says, join iconic video games on Sunday morning for Good Morning PlayStation.
Might as well be, man.
Oh, wow.
Good morning,
Good morning,
PC.
Xbox on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I support everyone here, says Batman. Well, we support
sure
you,
does.
Batman.
Batman's the ultimate like sub for sub YouTube channel of
You made a
2024.
new song for us today. Great. About smashing the Xbox.
Appropriately on the well, we still got to get more donations, guys, if you want
Yeah.
to see it happen.
You want to see it happen? If not, don't worry
We're only
about it.
$2 in so far, or yeah, $1.99 in for RWK. So if anybody wants to see
Series X brand
Destruction.
new gets smashed. What's the point? It's going to live in a world with no games.
oh man.
It'll never come to live its
That thing out of
purpose.
its misery.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal PS5 Pro. That's another thing
Wow.
too. These games will run better on the PS5 Pro, which is going
That's
to
gonna be a face, man.
That's another slap in the face.
That's my point. Like
Yeah, it is.
every
bad.
game that has been ported over to PlayStation has run better on PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Like you said before, Indiana Jones, it'll have 3 months to be fixed by the time it comes to PlayStation. So when they get it, it'll run. I mean, hopefully it won't be broken at all, but we don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bethesda.
It's always interesting to see like some of the differences, like I think RE4 remake, for example, like that had issues on both right away, but then the PlayStation version didn't have this weird like audio bug that the Xbox version had for a while. Like it was always like, why can't they just get it to run as best as it can? And the frame rates would dip depending on like the sections, and then they finally fixed it. Like it took a little bit of an updates for them to fix it, but yeah, it got to the point where we kept seeing stuff on PlayStation just run better, and that's like, well, what are we doing? Like this is supposed to be, so powerful or whatever, and then now if we see the 5 Pro just do laps around it in certain aspects of it, then that's a real bad look again.
All the
it's
5
just
Pro needs to do is be 550.
Oh,
Yeah.
if they beat the price of this new one, the new
Yeah.
Series X, then that's like death.
Yeah,
Like
and
there's
yes,
That
and I'm not
PlayStation
trying.
CEO
Yeah,
is just gonna walk up and like PlayStation Pro, and here to talk about it. Here's our new CEO, and he's just gonna walk up there and be like, $299. and walk off the stage.
yeah.
You know?
Nothing
It's
else.
$2.99. You did everybody a favor.
I wish.
If that
Uh,
PlayStation Pro is $2.99, bro, I'm buying.
I mean, the thing is that you know, and I don't want to sound like a yo-yo here, but also
Too late.
GTA 6, man. You know,
What'd you say?
GTA 6.
Oh, GTA 6.
GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. If that runs in 60 frames on the like,
Yeah,
come
because
on,
that
dude.
won't be on PC
not-
right away. So
That's
that will
not
be a
gonna be on
massive
PC.
thing.
What if that
that
doesn't
runs good
come to
on there.
Xbox because they money hatted them?
I mean,
It's coming to Xbox.
it's coming to Xbox, but with a complete dip in performance. Like if you play it on the 5 or the Series X as is, it's going to be 30 frames. If they say, yo, it's 60 on the, like, if they advertise that or they sell it or they bundle it with it, it's just not.
You know, Digital Foundry is going to be like, and if we zoom in 300 times on this chick's bikini on her ass,
Yeah,
see
And-
that
and
there's
we all
more
wear
inch per inch
glasses.
than there is on Xbox.
yeah,
You know?
good old, you know,
There you go. I cussed a little bit. There you go. Happy?
yeah,
Happy?
yeah, that's good.
Yes, we are pleased.
Yes, sure, please. No, come to the dark side. No, I don't know. I just think that there's, yeah, like that is a real bad look when we start seeing stuff like that happen, and we can't be surprised when it does, because that's going to be their kind of, like, you know, if you want to call it a mid-gen refresh, right, for PlayStation.
Yeah, it
So it's just, and then you got Nintendo waiting in the corner, like, we're just going to print money, we're getting ready.
They're gonna.
is. Well,
Nintendo's
Milkman
gonna be
X,
fine no
if
matter
Nintendo's
what.
waiting to capitalize on Xbox as stupid as this, Nintendo's going
Yeah.
to capitalize either way.
They don't
Yeah.
care. They just got to put out a Zelda, and they're good.
Let me tell you something.
Pokemon,
though.
Mario.
I would love to go home. I would love for Nintendo to make a 4K box for adults. Keep the Switch 2 for whoever wants it handheld. But the cartridges work in the box and in the Switch 2, like the old Turbo Graphics,
Oh.
Turbo Express.
That would be a dream come true.
Forget about it. That would be
Please.
crazy. Everyone would go nuts for that. Because people weren't around for the Turbo Graphics and Turbo Express. They're not going to know that existed at one point.
I was too poor for that. Are you kidding me?
We all were.
We all were.
I wasn't alive.
I got one when someone traded it in a few years ago. Then I got rid of it. I sold it.
That's the thing. Nintendo just has to put minimal effort, and they're gonna blow everyone out of the water. They're good.
Yeah.
Nintendo could drop the dime on Sony anytime they want. And I think eventually they will, but they're just waiting.
Well, why do it now?
Miyamoto, man, he
Let-
looked rough. They had that museum thing.
Yeah,
That guy sounded like he was on his way out.
I think he's almost 80 years old. I mean,
Yeah, he
he's
sounded-
not a young man.
He didn't sound his voice sounded very strange.
That's when you're gonna see. I hate to say this, and I don't know. That when he passes away, you're gonna see some wacky stuff happen at Nintendo.
Oh
Because
yeah.
he's a big proponent of like keeping things in his realm of creation. He's like a Stan Lee type of guy, I think. So it's going to be
Yeah.
interesting to see what happens after that.
Because
What-
remember, the young guy that took over was going to do the power narrative, and then they stopped him.
right?
They were like, "Hey, we don't want to do that right now."
I mean, even
Oh,
as
okay.
far as like places where you're going to see Mario and Zelda, like you're going to see a lot of wacky stuff with the games, the stories. They're going to just go in a whatever direction they want. I mean,
Listen,
he's been.
I just want an adult Zelda game, like Skyrim type game,
See, that's something you could possibly
an
get.
Unreal Engine. That's what I want. I'm
That-
never gonna get it.
Well, no, that's the kind of thing they might do one day because he's the one keeping it in this realm of whatever it is. You know, once he's gone and there's no more guidance, for better or for worse, they're going to experiment with that stuff
Did
because
someone just die
gonna
from the
happen.
Nintendo
Yeah,
team?
they might.
Did
They might
someone
not.
just die recently from the Nintendo team? Or was that a while?
I don't know who the hell you're talking about, Fred.
Iwata 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Oh, was that that long ago? Oh, I thought someone did. Never mind.
Can you brute force with the most powerful console? Why does the dev need to properly optimize any game? Says Dreadpool. Yeah, I know. Well, the devs are lazy slobs, and I've been saying that. People keep telling me I'm insensitive. It's like, no, I'm not. We're getting broken games. If we were getting great games, I wouldn't say anything bad.
We're not getting crap.
I don't know these people in real life. I'm sure they're very nice people, but they suck at making games.
Or if you're gonna put out
If
a
you go to
game
McDonald's,
broken,
Dreadpool, and the guy sucks at making your food, the guy could be a sweetheart, but if he sucks at making your food, you're pissed off. Like, hey, I paid for this food.
but if your game's gonna be broken, give me a discount. Be like, oh, it's early access, and I'll pay you $30 instead
Well,
of
if they
70.
screw up your food at McDonald's, they fix it. Well, they make it free or whatever.
Give you money
Yeah.
back.
That's what they do everywhere else except for in gaming.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
'cause
guys.
They hide behind the open software rule. Oh, yeah, you can't return it because it's open software.
Right.
It's okay, guys. We have a backlog. Don't worry about it.
I'm taking a backlog tonight. Backlog. Listen, that's great, but don't sell me a brand new $500 machine and tell me that I should go play my backlog. Like, that's a slap in the face.
And they said that this
While
like
you're
right
waiting
when they delayed
15
the
years
Valve.
for us to make games, you can play your backlog. Like, no. No. You sold me the world's most powerful console. I didn't buy it to play old games like that, okay? I bought it
Yeah,
to
we
play
thought
the
we were
new
getting
stuff.
Avowed this year.
Right, we were
We thought
told
we were
since
getting it this year.
2022. Avowed is
That
coming.
was one of the games we were actually supposed to get along with Indiana Jones, and yeah,
Avowed might
now
suck.
we are getting
We don't
it.
even know. We don't even know if these games are good.
I just want to play the damn game, but
Just want to play
at
them and
this
see what
rate,
they're like.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, that's in our nightmares now because it's gonna be forever burned into our brain.
Can't wait to get that globe or what the heck you get.
I can't wait to get the PS5 edition with the globe. Oh,
Oh. God.
You
come
bought
on,
it for
guys! You don't want to see this
Quick
console smashed? What are we doing?
Is it going to be sold physically, that game?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Donate $120 so we can get this thing done.
you can get it right now.
come
on
on,
Best Buy.
guys. We want to see this thing smash.
Batman, are you fighting any crimes today, Milkman
I
X?
want to buy a
Batman?
whip so I can whip the game.
Xbox Series XXX. Cody says he's back.
Cody.
He's not back. We only have one back here. Back from the dead one.
Yeah.
The only.
Shout out to him.
Well, they have the premium edition for $100. That's crazy.
Does it come with Game Pass? No, right?
I think Wario said he doesn't even know if the game is in the case.
Usually he knows. Love how I always say no PS6. What?
I don't know if they said all that,
Obviously.
but they're not happy. But I don't think they said that. I mean, I didn't see. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Why is there an Indiana Jones complete 10 LP box set for $299? You want all the
What?
soundtracks on vinyl for $300, daddy. Cash
Oh,
money.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to say this too, but like on Xbox, it's the big thing is Indiana Jones, and on PlayStation, it's Spider-Man, and it's like if you just take those two things, I know they're very different things, dude. Like Indiana Jones is so irrelevant. That's why it's not even that like hyped up of a game because
new
it's
movie
Yeah.
sucked.
done
And
with
the
Indiana Jones.
last movie not being
Um,
good didn't
the last
help
movie was
this.
Like
Like,
the last two movies, crap.
Yeah, they weren't very good. I mean, I know some people like seeing, you know, I don't know. The Crystal Skull was just not it's just not that good in my opinion. But some people say it's better than the last one. I think the last two were just kind of more forgettable. At least the last one, it didn't look like just a CGI'd like face on like a younger body. So like it looks like he's moving around and shit like that. Like he was still able to move around. And then the last one, it was just like a joke. And they try to do the passing of the torch thing, and it's like, dude, this should have already been done. Like, why are we even doing this? Like, it's just like after Rocky
Well, the
Balboa.
problem is,
you're like,
why
why
are you
even
making
go
movies
back?
40 years after they come out?
Yeah.
because they ran out of ideas.
Crystal
Right,
Skull, it was
right,
like
yeah.
15 years. It's like, dude, why did you wait this long?
Well, we're getting Indiana Jones because Todd Howard wanted to make this. We didn't ask for this. Nobody was clamoring for an Indiana Jones game. Todd Howard was like, I always wanted to make
Can't
the
someone
game.
stop this man?
No,
Yeah.
his
That's what happens when you have too much money.
his leather jacket is gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller until he's squished.
His leather jacket shrunk 3
That
sizes.
guy looks like a leprechaun.
Yeah, well, now that it's on PS5, my dad will actually play it. So
Mhm.
You know, he thought it was funny when I told him it's going to PS5. I was like, yeah, guess what? You'll be able to play it in the spring. He's like, all right, there's something else for me to
Dad's
play.
laughing because he made the right decision to buy PlayStation.
Well, you know, and it's also like if you just wait and just kind of see how this plays out, I think that's the thing. Because it's like someone like him, he plays Call of Duty every year and then a couple sports games, that's it. So something like this, it's just extra. It's just like, all right, well, now I have something else to play.
And look how small the window is getting. Now we're at like a 3-month window. How many months is it going to be before?
People in the Xbox chat, well, Blade's still going to be exclusive. No, it isn't.
No, it'll be day and date on
PlayStation.
Blade
There might not even be an Xbox console when it comes out.
I was going to say, we haven't even seen anything on it besides what we saw at the Game Awards.
Who's asking for a Blade? Like, Blade's cool, but come on. You're telling me you have Blade over here and you got all this other stuff over it. It's
if
like
they get Wesley Snipes to play him in the game, then you're good to go. If not, then nobody wants that.
I mean, I love Blade. I want to play the game, but I understand that 67% of people don't really care about that. There's a
and then when is it coming out? We're doing this hurry up and wait stuff where it's like we saw the big reveal at the Game Awards, and then what? We didn't see anything. There's no updates. It wasn't at the Xbox event. Even if it's not far away from release, you guys have to hype it up. So, because again, the idea of a Blade game in this day and age is cool. Make it rated M.
What the hell are you guys writing in the chat?
Well, it's like they went to these places and got an IP for cheap. They're like, oh, Indiana Jones.
They can't make it rated M because of the CMA and the FTC. They won't let them make rated M games anymore.
What?
Wait, what?
Part of the concession.
No,
but like they probably went and were like, what's something we can get for cheap? Oh, Blade. They only want a couple bucks for Blade. All right, make a Blade game. Oh, Indiana Jones is like dead. Let's get that for cheap. It's like
Ford is now Red Hulk. He's too old.
I would have preferred if they just didn't make. I mean, you know, the studios weren't going to go for this, but if they just didn't make the last movie and just made this game, I would have been fine. Because at least it's like, you know, it's an actual like Harrison Ford, like the likeness, like, you know, it's. You're playing as him. It's not like, oh, I can't do this anymore, so just CGI my face on something. Like, it's actually like him in the game, in a sense.
No, it's not. It's Troy Baker.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, it still looks like him. It's not him, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's more entertaining to at least play something that's more a kind of like adventure story that you would see, other than a movie that's just like lazy. Yeah. But that also doesn't mean that like I'm that excited for this as well. Like I'm
shouldn't even been acting Harrison Ford. He's too freaking old.
Yeah, like it's he's a good actor, but it's like when you can't do the physical stuff anymore, again, because they wait 15, 20 years when the guy was already old in 2008 and you expect him to come back for this, like, you know, I don't know. I could take it or leave it as far as Indiana Jones. I'm really looking forward to Silent Hill.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that later, but I'm looking forward to that, and that's it, guys. Like, that's the year for me. Call of Duty, I'll be playing. I'm not gonna get that on Game Pass. I'm just gonna buy it. And that's it. You know what I mean? It's just there's not much else this year that I'm excited for, and we thought we were gonna get, you know, Avowed on top of Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones just made the deadline, December 9th. That's talking like 3 weeks, then you're out of this year. So they barely made that thing out the door. And if it comes out with problems on Xbox, and then by the time it gets to PlayStation, there won't be any problems. That just looks worse.
You think they might do a Christmas bundle with Xbox or anything like that?
No, it's on Game Pass. They want you to pay.
Yeah, they want you to get on this. That's the bundle. They don't
want you to buy the game.
When you go to Best Buy this holiday season or Walmart, they're going to bundle the Game Pass thing with it like they normally do. And that's that, because as long as they get you on that, you have all the games.
Indiana Jones, here's the thing, man. Like Frank said, who's going to be like, oh, I can't wait. I have to play in December.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And go out and buy an Xbox just to play it. Nobody.
More people are going to be excited that they can play Black Ops on Game Pass if they buy an Xbox, but would they buy an Xbox for that if they're already have?
They're going to stay on PlayStation where they're at already.
Right.
Are you going to drop another $500, or are you going to pay $70 and get your game and be done with it? Some people only play Call of Duty and Madden. It's like they're not going to.
Madden is sold out, by the way, on Amazon.
Oh, really?
That's
on all consoles. It's sold out.
That's crazy.
Even PS4.
Yeah, that's
Someone put it up on PS4 on that site.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's
how I
up
knew
there.
it was out. I was like, did this leak? And it's like, no, it came out.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I always tell my dad to wait for Black Friday for sure because I tell him never to pay full price for Madden. Only pay 25 and that's it. So usually we get it on sale digital. So as soon as they do like the holiday PlayStation sales, I jump on there and grab it for him. Because it's always like Thanksgiving's always around his birthday, so I usually wait for the price drop because I just tell him like, look, you only get MLB, Madden, and then Call of Duty. So like he is one of those guys that's only the ones that he plays. So, you know,
Yeah, my dad
for
just plays
him,
sports game stuff too. So
yeah,
yeah.
like obviously he has a Series S up there and he could play it on that, but he's just so used to the controller and now the Wingman adapter doesn't work. Right when I wanted to get him converted over to try out Xbox because he was trying it for a couple months, but now that dream is dead because the Wingman got.
Thanks,
Um,
Xbox.
Yeah,
Well, there's a
thanks to
rumor
that one.
that the latest firmware fixes it.
Really.
Yeah, I didn't try it yet. I bought the new one. I still didn't open it.
Let me know because I'm not going to pull the trigger on it until I know it's like, worth it. I mean, at this point, he's probably just going to
Well,
stay
no,
on the
the
5.
XB3 does work on Xbox, so you're good automatically. The XB2 just doesn't. But I heard there was a firmware that fixed that one, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, he'll probably just stay on because I mean, the PS5 to the Series S, like, it's definitely better if he just plays
Just
it
throw
on
the
the 5.
fucking Xbox out. Throw it out. Donate it to charity. Give it to the homeless people. I don't care what you do with it. Just get rid of it.
It's crazy that right
feed it
now,
to homeless people.
Send it back to Phil Spencer with a note on it.
Isn't it funny that as we speak, I'm on Best Buy right now, and I can just openly pre-order this 2 terabyte Galaxy. Nobody wants this thing. It's still in stock.
And only Best Buy and Microsoft are carrying it. I don't think anywhere else has it. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
$5.99.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, I'm gonna see if it's on any other. I don't think anyone else is carrying it.
I can order.
If you're buying that
right
because
now.
you want an extra 1 terabyte, I question your sanity.
Yeah.
If whoever buys this is just high off.
The controller is the
Why
only
would
thing
freaking
that's
buy this
cool,
thing?
but even that, it's just a green bottom where that's probably should have been the color anyway.
You could buy that on Amazon and just screw it on.
Nothing's
it
even
comes
on the
out.
box. They don't even have any like games on the box.
No, they made the
like,
box look like
advertised.
the Scorpio Edition box. You notice
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere else. I think it's only on Best Buy and the Microsoft Direct. I don't see it.
And it's
anywhere
funny
else.
because remember we said back in June, we are like, oh man, like we gotta, but not that we were gonna get it, but we're like, it's gonna be so hard to get this thing. This thing is just sitting here on an ad on Best Buy. I was just on the website, I saw it, I was like, oh, let me click this. Pre-order, add to cart right now.
Because everyone's
Nobody's
waiting
buying
for the
this.
PlayStation Pro.
Yeah.
This is like what killed Sega. Everyone said, oh, Dreamcast is coming this year, but Sony PS2's next year, and it's $100 more with a DVD player. We'll just wait and save the $100. And that's what people did. That wasn't the main reason why Dreamcast died, but that was as a marketing perspective. Sega did the marketing for PlayStation at that point.
So the all digital one you can get everywhere, but I don't see the other one anywhere.
Of course, because the all digital is going to replace the disc one.
Right.
And how are they going to rip that Band-Aid off without they didn't even come out and say that. They just put
we figured that out.
These 3, but the one with the disc drive is limited. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Right.
They're not keeping the current one out there because the 2 terabytes replacing it. So
I don't know, man.
I just saw this on did they release a Halo Infinite version of the Series X?
yes,
Yeah.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
That thing's going for $1,100 right now.
I think I
Hell
should sell it.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, if you have 2, you could just sell.
No.
both of them, or you
I'll
sell
sell
one.
both of them. How about that? I don't need them. What am I going to do with them?
I mean,
Stick
dude,
them
that
up
will
my ass?
pay like rent and more some. Like, you know what I mean? Like that is a decent chunk of change for 2 consoles that you don't necessarily need. You know what I mean? You got the Star build that like overrides both of those machines. To be honest with you,
I was a fan of Xbox and I thought it would be nice, and it is what it is, right?
yeah.
You want to laugh?
The ball's in your court at this point. You can do whatever you want with them.
So I clicked on the the white one, the white Series X, the all digital, and it said trade in a similar device towards this, and I was like, oh, let me just see for laughs. I put in the Series X with the disc drive. They'll give you $100.
GameStop?
No, Best Buy toward
Best
the
Buy?
one. So if you want to buy this all digital one and you have the regular one, they'll give you $100 off of it if you trade in your Series X for a crappier Series X.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Someone that lives by us, Perry, is selling the Xbox Series X for $200.
Oh, I've seen them for that much on eBay.
Yeah, that's $200.
Okay, so right now at Merch Stop, as we should call them, if you want cash, they give you up to $269 for the Series X. Store credit $385 right now. If you're
For
a
what?
Pro member. For a Series X.
I should trade it in and wait for the PS5 Pro to.
I mean, $385 store credit as a Pro member isn't horrible. $350. It says, yeah, it says up to $350 for regular value. So if you don't have the Pro member,
as soon as tomorrow hits, I guarantee you, or Friday, that's gonna sink like a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it's this high. To be honest with you, how much is the Series S? Let me check.
Well, you know what? It could be a trick because, listen, Microsoft did this once before with the Slims. When the Slims came out, they gave you pretty much all your money back for the fat to get the Slim because they wanted to get the piracy off the streets.
Right.
So if they want to get the disk drives off the streets, they'll tell GameStop, hey, give them this much money. Get it off the street.
So store credit for Pro members, $247 for the Series S. It says up to, so I don't know if there's a little
$247. Wow. That's how
I
much
only
I
paid $150 for one of them.
Pay $150 at Verizon.
Yeah. This is for trade-in. And then store credit, they'll give you $225 if you trade in a Series S as a regular value, which means if you're not their Pro member.
Really?
Crap. Yeah.
I should just buy a. I should trade one in.
Honestly, it's not. I mean,
Pro.
I was gonna say you just keep that credit chilling on your account and then just whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, but you keep it like that, they'll go out of business for real. I mean, you're screwed.
I'll have to scramble over there and just buy something to get my credit out.
There'll be nothing.
But they give you more than Best Buy. I'll tell you that. So that's the only good thing about GameStop is at least you have an option to get rid of these things. Where if you want, the money today, I guess. Obviously, if you want cash, you're getting a lot less.
How much for the 1X? 1X, not Series X.
So, I only see. Let me see. I see the 1S on here. Let's see if I can find the 1X specifically.
Drop Axel's channel in the chat room so people can go sub.
Xbox One X.
I'm giving away an Xbox One or a 360 if Axel hits 500 subs. I'm still doing that.
So an X,
I still
One
know why
X.
People haven't hurried up.
1X 1 terabyte store credit Pro is up to $77, and then store credit if you're not Pro is $70.
How much are they selling it for? Aren't they selling it for like $200?
I actually don't know. I'd have to look.
You get the more trade-in value during the Pro days as well.
Xbox One X. Let me see what it's selling for. Yeah, they're selling it for $199. You're right. $199 for normal, and then if you're a Pro, you get it for $179.
Bro, I got the 1X for like $149 or something because GameStop a couple of years ago dropped all their prices, so I had to drop mine, and now they raised all the damn prices up again. So I'm gonna have to go back and fix some of those prices.
That's crazy that they're selling it for that much. Like what?
I found one on Marketplace for $50.
Yeah, well, no, that is like
yeah.
Really, an X, a 1X.
Yeah, 1X.
Oh, that one sounds like it might not be real. That's like, hey, come and meet me in this parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, it's been sketchy sometime.
Oh yeah, actually, you don't even know. He went to get a 360, and the lady invited him in the house and everything.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
It's a good time.
KMMA, what's up?
Yo, I'm kind of tempted to trade in the Series S. I'll make money on it.
We should trade in all of our Xboxes and just be done.
Well, you can trade in a Series S right now if you're a Pro member, like Anthony said, for $247. You could buy a PS5 Slim digital for $408 if you're a Pro. So for an extra $100 and something bucks, you get a PS5.
Yeah.
If you really want. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but hey, if you're trying to get off the train, you could at least get somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's just smart to look into things like this if you guys, for any console and in general, just like they're not always giving you everything back, but right now these prices aren't terrible, but like Perry said, they might drop something like the value of what you get for a Series X any day now. But if you want to get rid of them, that's just a way to do it.
Cam May, what's up, buddy? He's at
Yo.
work. Well, again, if anybody wants to super chat 125, I will go right now with Fred and smash a brand new sealed
Bring
Xbox
on.
Series X.
We want to release some anger.
And then I'll take it and trade it into GameStop.
Imagine.
Sir, it looks like this has been refurbished previously.
Yeah.
Imagine
What
that. Like,
happened?
they'll probably give you money for it because they're happy, because they're PlayStation
Put some of my
fanboys over
underwear
there.
in there too.
They're giving $37 for a 360, 250 gig.
Yeah, because they sell them for $100 there.
Yeah.
That's
They
crazy.
sell
Right now they have a deal. You
4
save
gigabyte 360 for
10%.
$100.
That's
Yeah, you save
insane.
10% on retro, or you get 10% more on retro trade-ins right
Yeah,
now.
they don't
Got
know
a
what they're
couple.
doing.
I've got a couple 360s for $20.
Yeah. Yeah, that especially, yeah, it's definitely better to look on Marketplace and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yep,
But yeah, gotta shop smart.
that's
Know
right.
what you can get. And
Gary
yeah,
taught
for
me that
some
over the
reason you
weekend.
can still pre-order this Galaxy console. Not that anybody should really spend that much money because that's the price of a
Who the
graphics
hell
card.
would buy that fucking thing?
Yeah, it's literally the price of
Who the-
a really good graphics card that you can get. So
Yes, the
you could
4070 Super for $599.
you could start with that and then just build from there. You know what I mean? Like build the blocks, so to speak. You know what I mean? I think for anybody that's thinking about jumping into it, because I've been kind of telling people that for these next few years that, just looks like there's going to be an easier way for people to kind of get around some of this BS, and having a PC is one of them. I know it sounds generic, but I still like consoles as well. So I'm not one of these like idiots that just say, I just like PC, fuck it. I still like playing consoles, but when things like this
Yeah, I do
happen,
too, but it's like enough
Yeah.
of BS.
yeah, when things like this happen, like obviously if I didn't make, content and stream and render, like it'd be a different story, but I would still look into, even if I wasn't doing that stuff, I would still probably be looking into it at this point. So if somebody out there, or many people in the chat that watch all of our shows collectively, if you fall into a category where you're like, I don't really, do all this other stuff, but I still want a game with something really powerful and something that's reliable, then there are options, and sometimes that's why we tell people all the options all the time. So you have a choice.
Milkman said it's 200 at GameStop.
Oh.
Nice.
Well.
Any questions in the chat for any reasons? Anything you guys want to bring up in the chat?
Anything at all.
This was going to be a massive show. We were going to scream and yell and everything, but
Again, $125 more. Me and Perry will go to the shop and smash an Xbox Series X
right now, live,
right now, like
brand
now
new,
o'clock.
sealed.
Yep, brand spanking new sealed. And the highest person to donate will get the pieces shipped to them.
I'll do it if you put the Xbox on your abdomen. And
That's Fred's job.
Like a watermelon, like he's smashing.
And then you hold it and he swings the hammer on your abdomen. And
like a golf swing.
No. I want it straight up and down. You lay
I
down
got
on a
you.
bed of
Got you,
nails.
Axel.
Put the Xbox on top of you.
Oh, easy. I got you, Axel. No problem.
Yeah.
Pour the blue milk on it, like in Saw 3.
I'll go get blue milk. And actually, I can't do it because no place is open too late around here.
Yeah,
so
I
can't
hate
go anywhere.
that. When I moved up here, you could go anywhere, anytime. Now, forget it.
I know
Past 12
everything's
o'clock-
closed.
Past 12 o'clock, fuck it.
Can't go anywhere.
Please just let Walmart be friggin' 24 hours again. I hate this bull crap.
I
Just let it be
wish.
24 hours. So nice.
Dude, they can't even stay open during the day without people robbing them anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sad. It's sad. It's a sad. I don't know how thieving got so mainstream.
It's
what I
all
wanna
like
say.
it's you know what it is. They steal stuff and put it on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
Oh,
internet's
dude.
Yep.
I
It's
read
easy to
about
get
one of
rid
the
of stuff.
like my local Walgreens, or not like my local Walgreens, but a Walgreens nearby got robbed.
yeah.
And then like the next day I was driving by in that area and everybody had like stuff they had taken from stores trying to sell it on the street.
It's
I'm
even
just
worse.
like, wow.
They were doing that in Yonkers at Best Buy. They were stealing iPods and selling them in Connecticut, where people had
Hmm.
money on the street.
Wow.
Shout out to Yonkers Best Buy, you slobs. So glad I'm out of there.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
In Pink Piggle's PC, did I see a 2060?
Yes.
Why did you put that in there? Are you like, all right, you got a gaming PC, load up Minecraft. That's it. Nothing else.
Hey man, the 2060. That's what the Series X is powered on right now. That's
No,
the
it's
equivalent
not.
of the Series X. Yes, 2060.
No way.
Look it up.
Dude, I have a 3060 and I know for a fact that this thing can't do what my Series X does.
No, I know, but I mean that's what everyone was equating the Series X to, was a 2060 back in the day. Yeah, I'm going to get a pink graphics card, but I gotta get the cash for that right now. There is a pink 4070 Super
There you go. Now
That-
you're talking.
that I found, and that will go in there once I get the money.
Well, doesn't she stream from console right now anyway, mostly?
Everything's hooked up. She's ready to go tomorrow.
Nice.
She might go live tomorrow
Nice.
with something.
Nice.
That's what I was doing. That's why I was late. I was downstairs setting everything up. I was plugging everything in.
That's awesome.
She's got the Xbox connected to the TV with the
Sweet.
Elgato. Oh, there she is right now.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Computer needs to run Fall Guys.
That's all she needs
You
on
gotta
there.
put the Epic Game Store on. No, she got it on Steam actually, so we're good. She made the deadline for that.
Not the Epic Game Store.
Nah, nobody wants Epic Game Store. Yeah, so the 2060, that'll do her for a little bit, but eventually I'll get the 4070, the pink one.
How's she gonna play Starfield with that, man? She
You know, she played that on Xbox and she don't like it, so
really? Oh my god, man! I'm so
I didn't like it either.
she played like
Right
an
now,
hour
I'm
of it.
just like, I want to fire up my Xbox so I can play that vehicle DLC,
Yeah,
drive it around.
I'll check that
And,
out.
like, I really cannot wait for the Shattered Space DLC here at the end of September. I am so in.
I can't wait to get it on PS5
I'm gonna-
Pro.
I fly around like Captain Kirk, just exploring new planets. You know,
Seek out new life and new civilizations.
that's right. Make out with chicks and other civilizations. Yeah, because if I've seen people play Captain Picard style, just go in there and crash and die.
Get a lot of people killed and somehow survive.
Right? What's that? You got a red shirt, dead.
Yep. That's okay.
Dang.
Well, yeah, she's working. She's actually downstairs working on that now. So,
Nice.
Very nice.
but yeah, that'll be upgraded.
I mean, it looks good though.
Yeah, I
think that
added
looks
it
good.
right before we went live. I added a 1 TB SSD, so she's got like storage for when she podcasts or whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to upgrade the storage on my computer to adding another terabyte SSD. But that terabyte SSD is strictly for Steam games, for my
Yeah,
Steam
yeah.
library. Because today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So I'll do that tomorrow because on Friday I gotta play some Sims 2 with my friends.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna play some Sins
Sim-
of a Solar Empire.
Sims 2?
Sins of a Solar Empire.
Oh, I was like, what? Why are you playing Sims?
I
man,
think I
Sims-
played
Sims is
Sims
amazing.
once.
No, I know. My wife loves The Sims, but Sims 2 is pretty old.
Oh, look at me! I don't play old games.
Hey, I do. I'm just messing around.
No, you're not. You got caught with your pants down.
Hey, you literally hacked my 360 for me. We play old games all the time.
I acknowledge. Okay. 10 frames a second. No 24-hour Walmart. I don't want crackheads walking around. Venge works at Walmart, so he's a manager there.
Come on, I want 24-hour wall.
Come on, you don't want someone looking at car batteries at 2 a.m.?
I should hook this up to my body.
Yeah.
Why do you need a car battery at 2 a.m.?
The minimum around to build.
I think this will make me fly.
Okay, you can build a computer milkman for about 1,500 or under. 1,500 if you want to go like crazy. You can build a decent computer and you can play whatever you're gonna play. Now you could build a workstation for like $5,000, but you really don't need that.
No.
So it is what it is. Yeah, so I'll upgrade her to that pink card when I
We
get
just
some money
start
going.
smashing shit.
That's good. That's good.
Because originally she was gonna get. We had a home theater PC in the living room. It was an i7 197K or whatever it was,
Yeah.
or 179K. I don't remember. It was one of them. And I said, okay, we'll just take that one. I'll put it in the pink case, and that'll be all set. Well, I was with Anthony, and what happened was I put it in the case. I plugged in the USB 3 pins, and I broke the damn pins by plugging it in. And
I didn't even know that happened.
Well, you guys are talking. I just screamed, fuck. And everyone's like, ooh, what happened? And it's just silent for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, what are you guys looking at? And then they're like, oh, and they're talking about other stuff. But then I realized, Anthony, I was like, let me just build it anyway. We'll see if the ports work. One of the ports did out of the 3 of them.
Damn.
But I noticed I'm an idiot because this has 1 slot. I need 2 slots for the Elgato and the graphics card. So I couldn't use it anyway. So I took that computer apart and broke the pins for no reason.
Damn.
So I ordered a broken motherboard for $1.26 on eBay. Just to get the pins so I could solder the pins to that board and fix it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So I'll fix that computer and get that back up and running. Because to buy a motherboard for that chip would cost me the same price as buying a brand new motherboard now. A used one.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous. So I told her, I was like, listen, we just got to buy a new chip and a new board. And by the way, Micro Center, I took Fred to Micro Center the first time he was ever there. We go there, and I'm like, we'll get the processor, we'll get the board. The board was like $250. I was like, come on, man, because we have DDR4 RAM. I was like, I don't want to buy RAM. I want to just use the RAM that I have already. So Fred pulls up Amazon, it's $189. And I was like, good.
They price match.
They price match. So we were going to get the i7 for her. It was $209. But then we were there, and the guy's asking me, oh, do you want the i7? And the i9 was $50 more. It was $259. I was like, maybe I'll just get the i9. I don't know. And then I look up, and on the board, it says i7 and i9, both $209. And I said to the guy, oh, the i9 is the same price as the i7. He goes, no, that's a mistake. And then he's telling me that a bundle that was only $299 was like $449. And I just looked on their website before we went there. And I was like, bro, this bundle you're telling me is $299. So I was like, you know what? I'll get the i9, right? And the guy goes to get it, and I look at Fred. I was like, take a picture of that board. We're not paying $259. We go to the register, and they print out a piece of paper with the price on it. And I tell the cashier, I think she was a manager too. I was like, hey, the paper says $259, but on the board it says $209. And Fred pulled up the picture. And she took her time. She zoomed in, saw the picture. $209.
Wow.
Yeah, if it's listed as they're sorry, they fucked up.
He didn't even go to wipe it off the board. He was just like, oh, no, that's the wrong price. And he walked away and got the processor.
Well, he couldn't be bothered.
That's why I told Fred, I was like, take a photo of that.
Yeah.
I showed Fred how to shop that day.
Because they put stickers.
yeah.
If you guys don't know, if you've ever been there, they put stickers on things because they want to get commission. So when you go up to the register, the cashier will look at the sticker and be like, okay, this goes to said employee. But like Perry said, just screw that guy. As long as you got the stuff, bring it up to that, and there you go.
Yeah.
Because if they make those mistakes, same thing with Best Buy. Like if we left a sign up like that, if it was like you had to fix it. You know
Oh,
what
we
I mean?
had in Yonkers years ago.
Or honor
Lego
it,
Star
rather.
Wars was brand new for what was it, $40, $50, whatever it was. We had these two guys come in. They put it in the because we had those little displays with Starsky and Hutch for $20. They put a bunch of the Star Wars games in the $20 bin, and they went to my manager and they were like, they were in the $20 bin. And there's some like rule in New York, if you have more than like 2 copies in this bin, that's the price that they get it for.
What?
So even though we had the price tag on it, but they were in this fucking bin, this like cardboard thing or whatever. So she gave them $50 games for $19.99 piece.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
And I'm like, you're an idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Mental 9R, what's up, man?
Mental.
Fred
Yo.
had time to go to Micro Center, but not enough time to stop while in Florida.
We'll never let it go.
Never letting it go.
Axel, I don't know if you know this, but Fred drove by Dreadpool's house twice and didn't say
I did
hello.
not drive by his house.
Yeah, you did.
exactly.
You drove down there and drove back.
I wasn't that close to his house. Kind of, sort of.
You were actually close. He looked it up.
Jeez.
You see, I wasn't driving that day. It was my friend.
Yeah, but you'd say, I got to visit my uncle. Like, he wants to say hello.
my uncle.
Uncle Dread.
The funny thing is, they probably would have believed that too. Because like me and because Dreadpool's like about like my height, a little bit taller, so it'd be funny.
Anthony's already trading his system in right now.
He's getting it all ready to go. He's going to GameStop tomorrow. That's it. Oh,
He hit it. Oh. Oh.
What is that?
He has a fake hammer. I thought he smashed the thing with it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, he's giving it away for free over here. You got us.
10 minutes
got
away. That's right. You were
No, I
10
could have got
minutes away.
Could have got 200 something from GameStop instead of smashing it. Oh man.
Don't worry, Dreadpool. I'll mail Fred to you. He'll fall in
Yeah.
a box somehow and be shipped.
let's put me in like a freaking wood box, like in Salem's Lot. Just like,
Mental
Mental.
9R. What's going
That
on?
PC video, man. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was-
That was funny,
hilarious.
man.
mhm.
Yeah, that's a legendary PC build right there.
Oh, it's the best.
Now,
Swiss Army knife.
And you notice he was holding the screw with the army knife,
Yeah.
so he can like. And it's like, what are you doing, man? That video was pulled. It was everything. It was a big thing. Glad you enjoyed it. Nah, it was awesome, man. Thank you for making that video.
It was great.
I was dying laughing at sorry, because you could tell like he's watching it and he's just like, what am I watching? Like he's just laughing at one point. He goes through the 7 stages of grief, Mental, in that video.
Well, it got so much worse, like as it's going. I haven't
but he's
watched it
sitting
in
there
a
like,
while.
I can't believe that this is actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the thermal paste all over the
We have bodies in the trail. He can get an additional corpse.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I know Perry doesn't want to talk about it, but we have to talk about Gamescom. We have to shift a little bit here.
Wait a minute. Before we do that, Frank, you mentioned something that Mental 9R said earlier.
Yes, Menta, I brought you up earlier. I saw in our Discord, one of our Discords, you mentioned something interesting. That you could buy a Xbox or a PlayStation for $500, and then if you buy a PlayStation and you don't subscribe to Game Pass, obviously you're going to save $20 a month. That's $240 a year. You could just cherry pick out the Xbox games you want to play that are over on PlayStation, and you'll get the best of both worlds and probably save money or pay the same amount of money. So say you buy a PlayStation and then you buy 3 Xbox games that are over on PlayStation, you'll spend less money than you would paying for a year of Game Pass, and you'll get to play the PlayStation games. So I thought that was an interesting tidbit, and I brought that up earlier.
But then you have to
that's true.
subscribe to PS Plus Unleaded.
Well, no, because you can pay the little $10 thing if you just want to play online, but a lot of those games you might not even play online. Like, does Avowed have multiplayer and stuff? I mean, like, I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Indiana Jones, I don't think does. So
No.
you don't have to pay for that one. It's like you could probably save a couple bucks. Not everybody's going to play everything. Like, not everybody's going to play, Indiana Jones. Not everybody's going to play Flight Simulator. So you could pick what you want that way.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting.
Who's paying for Pentiment? Nobody.
I'm buying the collector's edition for Indiana Jones.
What are you going to do with the globe?
I'm not.
The globe. I wish they gave you like a
Give
hat
it
or
to Dad for
something.
Christmas, Anthony.
Wow, this is really cool, Anthony.
You give me a globe and he smashes it on the floor.
I raised you and you came here with this?
Yeah.
How could you?
He gives him the globe and the whip, and his dad whips him.
I failed as a parent. You gave me a globe.
Okay, my dad would do the same
You
thing.
brought shame to him.
Jamie, what's up, man?
Yo.
Yo.
Do you all think the remaster of a game should be 60? Because Until Dawn remaster will be 60.
That's a scam.
That
He's
is a
right.
scam,
That is a
and
scam.
there is something called free 99 on PC.
Yeah.
I already bought that game, so they got my money.
Yep.
If you take $500 and spread out those cheeks over the generation, says Mental, along with the
Oh, gee.
the Game Pass. The other reason to left to buy an Xbox to get around $300 a year to cherry
Right.
pick the games good.
I was just saying in a 1 year scenario, but he's right. If you do it for multiple years, that's even more
Do the
money
math,
that you're
yeah.
going to save. It's like crazy. Like, you're right. Well, look at the years that we were on Game Pass that nothing came out. He's right.
Yeah. Games we already owned, like we're like,
Yeah.
oh,
He's right.
but
I actually bought my games. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Xbox guys don't buy games," but I bought my shit.
That's not true. You just subscribed to Poor People Pass.
Whatever. Pour my ass. It says the guys that stole their PlayStations.
That's a good point.
yeah,
Also,
I
Mental.
think I think Game Pass is going to hike up again.
How
at
many
some point.
PlayStations did these FedEx guys steal and UPS guys?
Several.
Of course, that's assuming Game Pass doesn't go up again, which it probably will. It will.
It will.
When's the next big game? Doom?
Yeah, which is also coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, but that's always been coming to PlayStation.
Well,
does Doom
is
come
it
out?
though? He
Is that
said, "Oh, it's a
quarterly?
leg."
Is that a
He said it's
quarterly game?
Legacy. I don't know. When is Doom? They don't have a release date
They
yet.
can. Let me tell you something. They could charge you $50 a month for Game Pass, and these Xbox guys will justify it. Well,
It's
that
a great
could have been a game
value.
you bought that month. It's like, no, man. Stop justifying it.
They classify Doom as a legacy game. I don't think it's a totally different game. This new one, like, I don't know, they're stretching with
it's
that.
a legacy title because it's been on other platforms for 30 years. That's why.
Yeah, I guess.
So
That's
is
what
this
they mean
actually
by
a-
legacy.
Is it a sequel? Or is it like a? Is it
It's a
actually like a sequel?
prequel to
Oh, prequel.
2016, I think.
Yeah, Dreadpool's right, man. I couldn't afford games. It was you rented games and you bought the ones for Christmas or your birthday that you really liked.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you really like the game, you would just keep re-renting it for the lower price.
I did
If
that.
you really-
WWF Warzone, I ended up with like, I don't know, $60 worth of fees when the game was $30. I ended up buying the game anyway, but we kept the
Yeah.
game because it was fun.
Gears of War, I did not. As soon as I was able to rent that, I did not return it. I still had it rented when I got it for Christmas. Like, I remember, yeah, like that was a special time. I just remember it was like, around Thanksgiving, and like I was like, that's when I finally got to rent it because it was sold out everywhere. And yeah, 60 was a lot, like especially during that era where like we realized we were spending a little bit more. It was still, even before that, again, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, PS1, N64. Those are all rented games from my childhood, at least. But yeah, it wasn't like we could buy games every week. So
A lot of the games I owned, I would go into like video update and they'd be getting rid of like PS1 games, and I'm like, oh my god, I can buy these now. Like there's the same
Yeah,
copies I had rented.
Blockbuster. I got a Super Nintendo games I was getting for $24.99 used at Blockbuster.
that was one thing I wish I did when they started to kind of go under, like 2007, 2008. Like some of the local, not Blockbuster because that was around for a little bit longer, but my local video stores were started to go under around that time, and I wish I did that. Like I wish I bought like my old childhood VHS tapes that I would rent from there, or some of the wrestling VHS. Like I wish I did that, because I remember by the time I went back there, a lot of the stuff was gone, and I was like, fuck, like I should have knew that they were closing. They sold the shelves. They sold everything, and I was like, fuck, dude, that should
Die
have been...
Hard 3, baby. You couldn't buy
Yeah.
that movie anywhere. Commercially, you could not buy the movie. They didn't release it to the public.
Wow.
Blockbuster had it for $24.99 or $19.99, and I bought that shit, and I enjoyed that tape.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I have a Die Hard 1 VHS tape from my, like, literally since I was a kid, and that thing has been watched like a million times, and I still have it, and that was like, I used to watch that all the time. Like, my parents used to wake up, they would just hear me like blasting either Siphon Filter on PS1, Resident Evil, or I was watching Die Hard over and over again. Like, I've seen Die Hard probably more than any film, I think, to be honest. It's up there. I love that movie, man. But yeah, that was my...
blew my mind on the 360, says Mental.
Oh yeah,
All of us did.
I'm assuming Xbox is dead, says J-Man. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good, but we're witnessing a lot of changes. Let's just say that.
Best Christmas movie ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of great times with the video stores for sure. I'm happy to have that part of my memory still.
I used to go to. There used to be a video games like a video store next to me. It was called like Hollywood Video. I don't know if do you remember that, Perry?
Yeah, that was around here too. Hollywood.
When I moved up here, it had just closed.
Oh, it just closed, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It became some AT&T internet place.
Yeah, and now it's the Mavis.
Yeah, mine was it was called Hometown Video, and it's the same Hometown Video that James Rolfe used to go to run his games and stuff like that.
James Rolfe.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He grew up around me. Yeah. Not that there's much that comes out of
James Rolfe. He
Pine Barrens.
He needs to review his hairline.
He's starting to turn to me.
He looks worse than you, Fred, because he can't just let it go.
Yeah.
I thought he was making a parody to Three Stooges with his hair. And then he just kept making videos I'm like, this guy walks around like that? You have to admit defeat, man. Just shave your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree, Jamion. I agree.
Yeah, well, it was just because like my parents were always just like, it's cheaper. They didn't go to Blockbuster. The
Blockbuster did some
was
shady
cheaper.
stuff. Blockbuster put a lot of people out of business too. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, they
remember
did.
That.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was.
I used to
work
good times.
Blockbuster.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Give us the inside scoop.
About what, man? It was just a job so I got out of the army and I went to college, and I'm like, I need a college job that I don't care about, that won't care if I call off or whatever. I'm like, Blockbuster it is. And I could get I remember I could rent video games. Back then it was the Xbox 360. And I remember I could rent video games for free. So I rented everything, but only one at a time, right? And I remember when Guitar Hero came out, they're like, hey, we need people to be interested in Guitar Hero. Can one of you play Guitar Hero for the whole shift? I'm like, I'm in. So that's all I did for the whole shift, man.
Wow, that's killer.
And so I played Guitar Hero for the whole shift. I showed little kids how to play it and all this crap. And yeah, everybody was loving it, man. But yeah, I don't know. I was like the default closer because, I was in college, right? So of course I didn't go during the day. I was always the night shift. And I closed so much that managers would leave and only come back to set the code and lock the store, because I just knew so much. I just knew everything to do, and because I was there for so long. And then I graduated, I left, and like 2 years later, Blockbuster's out of business, and I'm like, whoa, avoided that. Avoided that one.
Yeah,
Got out just in time.
dodged a bullet.
Yeah, but I'm upset because when I went in, the previous like they still had N64 games, and I remember seeing Clay Fighter, and at the time I wasn't into collecting that much, and now I'm just like today I'm like I should have kept that damn Clay Fighter. I even saw it for sale for like $30. I'm like I should have bought it.
And now it goes for money.
Yeah, now it's like $1,000.
Yeah, somebody tried to trade one in and rip me off. It was a fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this guy was buying fake games off the internet and trying to trade them in. And he did Axel. He put it in like a box full of like PC CD-ROM games and some sports games, and it was just like it just happened to have that game with all that crap. So I'd go through it and be like, I sold it because I knew it was fake, and I was like, Clayford, okay, NBA, okay, and he's just like,
Yeah.
and then
How
I
could
look
you tell
at
it
it.
was fake?
What?
How could you tell?
Because it was in the box with the barcode cut off, and it's like
okay.
in like mint condition. And then you look on the label; it looks like it's fake anyway. But the label in the corner left, it says games, but it's spelled wrong.
Oh my gosh!
Brought to you by whatever games, GMAES.
Oh my god.
And you can see on the cartridge.
So
too,
I'm looking at
it's
him like,
not-
right. I know it's fake, and I'm going, So he's looking at me like sweating. This guy's like, because he thinks he's gonna get cash from me. So then I open it with the screwdriver, and I'm like, yeah, this is a piece of shit. This isn't it. And I go, when I open it with the screwdriver, I'm making him seem like I'm falling for it, right? And then I'm like, okay, come up. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you $15. It's fake. It's fake. And he's like, I was like, yeah, it's fake. I'll give you 15 for it. They don't go for anything. And he goes, oh, I can't do it for 15. Because what this guy did was, Axel, we had a store called CEX in the Poughkeepsie Galleria. They're a company from the UK.
Yeah.
CEX. They're like the GameStop kind of not really GameStop because
they're still around over there, not over here though.
Well, CEX. Okay, so they opened it over here. I don't know why they opened it here. They opened it here. This guy took what was that game that you've actually found?
I actually told them it was fake. It was Stunt Racer 64, which was a Blockbuster exclusive as well for N64. And it was a copy you could buy on all those sites. It was just a crappy reproduction.
He traded it into them, and they gave him $300 cash for it.
Yeah, it was a $500 and something
Now,
game.
he couldn't trade in Clay Fighter because $1,000 or more required manager approval.
Right.
So he probably got scared and didn't do it. So he started coming to the little guys.
But I went there and I had a picture of my copy on my phone, and I could immediately tell, I'm like, this is fake. And then I was like, can I see that? And I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this is fake. And I told them, and they were like, oh crap, we'll pull it down. It's like, well,
yeah, they got scammed.
To be out.
You got scammed.
Oh my god, no.
But you actually found that game, Frank, at Goodwill for $5.
Yeah, and funny story about that. I saw it the first day, and it had the Blockbuster sticker over it. And I'm like, it's just some crappy racing game. I'm not going to buy it. It was $5. And then I went back the next day, or I went back like a few days later, and they still had it. And I was like, oh, it's half off now. I'll just get it or whatever. And then I got home, and I'm like, oh my god, like what did I buy? Like I did not realize.
Well,
I didn't know about
Tournament Fighters on NES for $5.
Sticker to just tape everything.
Yeah. Thanks to my dad, because my dad was like, hey, they have Ninja Turtles on NES. I'm like, I have that, like whatever. And then I look and I'm like, oh my god, it's Tournament Fighter.
Wow.
$5.
Yeah, $5. Cool. Those were back in the days.
Hey, I bought Godzilla for PS4. I left it sealed, and then I sold it for $600.
Yeah. I traded it in. I bought it the same time you did on Deal of the Day, and I traded it in. Why did I do that? The game sucked. So I was like, oh, I'll just trade it in. And now I'm like, no.
There's always the shit you don't expect, you know?
I didn't expect that. I'm like, this game sucks. No one's ever going to want this game. And now it's a super expensive game.
What was that, Devil's Third? On the Wii U?
That I still have.
And then it dropped in price, and I sold it sealed for $60. And then it went back up again. It's like another $400 or $500 game now. Crazy.
Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I don't have the biggest find with price differential I ever done is I was yard selling and I saw a copy of Pokemon Emerald,
Nice.
Oh
which is
man.
like a $90 game, and I go, how much? And they're like $5, and I look at them, I'm like $2, and they're like, okay, and so I paid $2 for it, and it's a $90 game, and I still have it, but I'm like, I'm gonna sell it because I don't play Pokemon games, but yeah.
You know what's funny?
I love
Somebody traded
haggling.
in what's the one? What's the one, Frank? The shiny red one on Game Boy Advance.
Ruby.
What's the other one besides Ruby?
Sapphire?
No, that's blue, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Fire Red.
Fire Red, yeah.
It might have been Fire Red or Ruby. Some guy came in. He had real ones. And he's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, I got 2 copies of that one. One's fake." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I gave him like $2 for it, like you said. I opened both of them, and they're real.
Holy crap.
And I was like, "Oh, there's $90 right there
Yeah.
for each of them."
Yeah, like I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell he told me one of them was fake. They're both real.
Those
Yeah.
games are just so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie
okay,
wants
so
to know-
okay, so Pokemon Emerald on the Game Boy Advance. Because I think that's the one I have. It's the Game Boy Advance one. It's one of these. Is it Emerald? It's a green one.
Yeah, if it's green and translucent, it's either emerald or leaf green.
I get
I want to say
green.
it's Emerald. Hold on. Let me go look. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, okay.
Jamie, I want to know how your surgery
Yeah.
went, Frank.
Oh, great. I have a
Okay, okay.
bionic leg now. It's pretty cool. I can jump like 80 feet in the air. No, I think I'm getting better.
Axel works at a homeless shelter. What?
You said
What?
Blockbuster. How does that sound like? I don't know. What?
Here's E-Day will be PS5 Pro exclusive when it comes to Xbox later.
Oh,
Blockbuster
man.
and Hollywood Video are big chains by we had Blockbuster and Movies, which turned into
Yeah.
Video Update.
Movies. I loved movies. It was right down the street from my house.
We had in Mamaroneck, we had Video Kingdom, we had Movie Barn, we had Video Connection.
Ooh.
Oh, fancy.
Video connection.
We only had Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, and FYE.
Frank
That's all
got
we had.
cankle implants.
That's next. After I heal, I'm definitely doing
Ankle
that.
implants.
I still have a cankle, but the
Video
rash
Kingdom.
is going away, so.
Video Kingdom. It was in it was on Mamaroneck Avenue, in the village. You'd walk in and they had a poster of Freddy in the blue hallway from Dream Warriors. You know that iconic photo, Anthony, of Freddy just
Yeah.
like he's in the hallway waiting for Will.
Yeah.
That iconic photo. They had the poster of that on the door because there was a door that went to the apartment buildings, and then on the right hand side was the actual video store. And my dad took me as a kid. He goes, "Freddy lives upstairs." I never wanted to go to Video Kingdom because of that.
Okay, it is not in my area over here. I must have already put it in the store storage.
It is not the real MVP.
Oh. Well, I think emerald goes for more than leaf green, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully it's
FYE.
emerald.
FYE rented games. Is that true, Fred?
No.
No, FYE we bought games, but games were expensive there for some reason.
Yeah. That was always
Yeah.
an expensive store. Even
It's still expensive. They have like
Yeah.
a bootleg version of it now, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
They don't
I
even
was
have
just there
games.
yesterday. It
Oh.
was
Yeah.
terrible. They have a bin of DVDs. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the new ones that are opening up are like a last ditch effort. If you go to any old ones, they still have all the old CDs and DVDs, but the newer ones just have like vinyl and then a bunch of Japanese candy and then an anime
Pop.
section.
Drinking all that crap.
It's different now. We're like the anime section back in the day used to be like 3 aisles. Now it's like just a wall and
Now
then
it's a
like
shelf.
yeah,
It's
it's like what? And then the horror section used to be like 3 aisles, and now it's just like a bin.
Mhm.
It's just
Our
it's
section's a bin.
yeah,
He's
it's just,
he's not lying.
yeah,
They have no 4Ks.
yeah. They're completely. It's like a gimped version of what
Why
it
are they
used
even
to be.
open?
I don't know. They're not going to last
And they're new
long.
locations, like the one in a couple malls by me. Like they open as like, oh, and now welcoming to this mall, FYE, and it's not even like,
He said
I
you
don't
brought it up, Fred. You said that FYE was a rental place.
No, I just said it was Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and FYE.
Do you just mean as far as like stores that sold media or
I
rented
guess like
media?
I guess like sold media. and
Yeah,
rented
because like
media, yeah.
FYE is kind of like what Sam Goody used to be over here too. Like
Sam Goody. We had that
yeah,
in Rye.
we had two Sam Goodies that were great. I bought I remember getting Siphon Filter 3 from there. And yeah, there was like great like big CDs in
Axel
there.
lies like Phil. Oh man.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Dreadpool is
What?
Dreadpool's
What?
putting on the gloves, Axel. Holy
Oh,
crap.
Why are
man.
you doing that to my friend over here?
No, what's going on here, Dread?
What's he lying
going
about?
Yeah. But I remember the head remember like they used to have the headphones and you used to be able to like listen to like the latest like
Oh,
songs.
Borders
I
had
remember
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Like and then like the
You
Borders
put on those
book-
sweaty, greasy headphones that everyone else had on
I was
their
always
nasty
kind of like,
head.
this is disgusting. Like, then good old Borders books. Just the old
Yeah.
malls were just awesome when malls were like
Castlevania
alive.
Legends is $162 now.
What is?
What?
Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy?
No.
Yeah,
That
loose.
might be because it was cut out of the collection because they said it wasn't
Oh.
canon.
I was gonna say this thing was worth like $2. What the heck?
It's always the stuff you don't expect. It's
because you
weird.
can't play it
Weird.
besides cartridge because they cut it out of the. They decanonized that game. Sonia Belmont doesn't exist anymore.
Wayne's World is $118. Really? That crap is $100.
What a piece.
Wings
of crap.
World, Wings of
Yeah.
Redemption World.
Now that I'd play.
On the Game Boy is $111. You couldn't pay me $111 to get Shaq Fu. What the hell?
Oh, I have that. You know what's funny? I had that in the store for years at $99, just as a joke. And
Yeah.
people will come in and see it, but go, "What?" And I'm like, "What happened?"
And now it's true. Now it's true.
Now it's true. I still have it too, so I gotta up that
What?
price.
Dreadpool says now it's Good Morning Nintendo, but it's in a different storage.
What?
What? Huh?
But it's in a different storage. That's what Dreadpool said. I don't know.
What storage?
Good
Why is that,
afternoon,
Phil? Now it's Good
Nintendo.
Morning Nintendo, but it's in a different store. Oh, because I said my Pokemon.
Oh,
card is
okay.
in
Okay.
storage.
Sorry, Dreadpool. We were late to catching that.
Well, we have to have the final send off. Good night, Xbox.
That's right. Good night, Xbox. Good morning, Nintendo. And then Nintendo will see what I'm doing. Amazing public work for them. And the president of Nintendo will jump on a plane, come to my house, and personally give me the lawsuit.
Yes, they'll hand
The
it
cease
to
and
you.
desist.
Mhm.
How dare you use our name?
Yeah, basically.
They've gotten a little less aggressive with that. They're fine.
Yeah,
Use
but
the
they've
lawsuit.
always been
Ah!
stickers, man.
What's aggressive with it? I mean, like, really?
Well, remember, like a couple years ago, if you streamed the games, you had to join their
Oh,
program
yeah.
and stuff. That was
It
crazy.
was like 10
But
years
you can
ago.
show anything. Yeah.
That was the worst thing to do because nobody was buying the Wii U and they couldn't get exposure for the Wii U.
Right.
Yeah, and we would always say, "Yo, it's
That
free
would've been
advertising."
Free
Yeah,
advertising for them.
Why does it matter, Nintendo? And yeah, they're always been kind of sticklers with that
Xbox After Dark.
because you don't steal from them.
Hey,
Nope.
Barry, do you have Panzer Dragoon Orta in a green case?
I don't have that game at all.
Okay, I was going to say, I want the
I
green
wish.
case, not the black case.
I don't have any like super duper collectibles. Not anymore. I did find Resident Evil 2 and 3 on Dreamcast though at Goodwill for $1.99 and Code Veronica.
Wow.
So I got
Goodwill
extras
now,
of those.
like, Goodwill used to be such a good place to find awesome deals, but now, like, they know what they're looking for, so
yeah, do you have
now you got to go to that Goodwill online shop or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, and they already know what they're doing too.
I don't even remember what it's called. What is it called? That Goodwill.
We used to
online
find
shop?
stuff at Goodwill all the time.
All the
remember?
time,
We
and
would go
then-
there
All
all
the
the time
time,
to find
yeah.
stuff.
Then these crazy retro guys, they raided all the Goodwills.
All the vloggers.
Yeah, and
going
then
in,
yard sales
"Oh."
used to be where you could find good stuff. And
Oh,
again, now it's like if you put that you have video games up on a yard sale, somebody will show up to your yard sale at like 5 o'clock in the morning and be like, "How much for all of them?"
Yeah,
No.
it's
Yeah,
dried
unless
up.
it's like the only time you'll probably get lucky at yard sales if people don't know what they're doing is if it's like an older couple and they're
Well, I
like,
got
you know,
lucky with the
they have their
Halo
kids to crap.
Xbox.
Yeah, you did. The whole table.
Yeah,
Like-
I didn't think they were going to do that. She sent me a photo of the X. I was like, I just got denied an offer on eBay for the Halo Xbox. Get it?
Yeah,
And they come home with the whole table for what was it, $120 or something stupid?
that sounds about right. Yeah,
Wow.
Jeez.
it's crazy. Yeah, you could
Jeez
still get
Louise.
lucky. You just have to find the people that don't really know exactly what they have,
Goodwill
or if, like,
finds, he says.
yeah, if they're you know,
I found a
there's-
bride at Goodwill. What?
oh my god.
A bridal for your
what?
horse?
Yeah, like unless they have, like, you know, their son there looking up prices on eBay and marking the prices. If it's just an
Mhm.
older couple and stuff, it's like that's really where you can score big sometimes. They just want to get rid of crap, you know, they're not even thinking about it. They're not looking stuff up.
Yeah, you
So,
know,
yeah.
Goodwill is no good because they pay the employees like no money, and the guy becomes, like you said, the CEO is like crazy rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason
Should
a
be
lot
laws
of the
against that.
Goodwills around me for some reason just get very, very busy to the point where even if you wanted to go in there to look for stuff, you have to, like, you know, pass by a million people that are
Isn't it
just
sad
blocking
that
the
garbage
aisles.
makes more money than the employees that work there?
Yeah.
And they get all the stuff for free.
Remember
They
that
don't
guy
clean
for free? Remember that?
That means it's free.
Axel, I need to send you the Wii U unboxing that all three of us did.
Oh man, I'm still trying to find a good condition Wii U.
Yeah, we that is a legendary unboxing.
We got the Zelda one, and we
Zelda Wii U? Jeez. Nice. No, I'm trying to find a good condition Wii U, but all the Wii U's I run into, like the screens are all left up. Because you know the kids are just scratching the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just like, no. No, thank you.
Wii U.
Now, I know Perry's not going to want to talk about this, but we might have to. Gamescom,
Gamescom.
you know,
No,
we don't have to sit here and, like, you know, drag out the show with this, but we do have to talk about it because it's the other news that really went down.
when did Keeley keel over for Kojima?
Years ago.
The night of the Game Awards.
The game, man,
Right.
that's like his prom night with this guy Kojima.
Prom night. Oh my god.
Are we using perfect condition? Yeah, because Dreadful
wow.
doesn't use it.
So they had the opening night, which was, you know,
Opening night live.
opening night live. We'll do it live, and now it's time for them to you know, show off stuff. So they were like, all right, you know, we're gonna kick it off. They had some stuff during, like, this when this nerdy guy was on there. His cat was sleeping in the background for some reason, and then he was just talking about stuff. And then I don't really know if there's anything crazy. They showed a Street Fighter character. They showed Directive 8020, whatever the hell. And then Keeley walks on stage, and, you know, of course, because he loves the spotlight, which is great. And one of the first things they showed was Borderlands 4. I'm not
Right
too.
after the movie failed. Let's show the
Yeah,
game.
I didn't even
like-
see the movie.
the first one was fine for Borderlands. I played that, like, over 12 years ago, like a long time ago.
That game is almost 20 years old, Anthony.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. So
I love
think,
those games, but this was not a good time to announce it.
yeah, I mean, I never played 2, I never played 3, so I just, you know, I'm not up to date with Borderlands, but if fans
Wow.
are excited for this is 2025.
Nobody wants to
So
clean the spot off the discs.
It's another game
What?
that is you know, that's coming out next year.
Keeley opens up his ass for Kojima Live, says RWK88.
Jeez.
Nice.
Does your 1X work, RWK? Everything's good? Yeah, something you can see under the UV. Wow. Okay.
Ew. So nasty.
We did see a
Does Keeley use chopsticks in bed?
yes.
Probably does.
Yes.
Yes.
For research purposes.
Yes and yes. Yeah, then we saw some more Black Ops 6, which was a campaign mission where Brad Pitt was driving stuff. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. The campaign looks great. I do like playing Call of Duty campaigns still.
Can we get Ernest in Black Ops?
I mean, we might as well at this
Ernest P.
point.
Worrell.
Get Jim Varney in there.
Yeah.
Can we have his his electricity form, like from Ernest Goes to Jail? It's a little.
Yeah, they have they're trying to show off more stuff, which the different things that this game is going to have as far as the turning and stuff. Let's just say I've already played this and I'm excited for it. So I don't really get to, excited for Call of Duties, but this one does look pretty cool. And yeah, so this was cool to see another part of the campaign, considering the beta is going to hit the end of this month. So everybody's going to play it.
Hey, pass.
Yeah, so pretty good to see that. And then after that, what was after that? The Goat Simulator.
What the fuck?
Remastered. So
Remastered.
Is it 4K 120?
I
8K,
guess.
60?
Yes, because we have to play Goat Simulator
Why are
again.
they
Yeah.
remastering that game?
I don't know.
When did the first one come out? Like
10 years ago.
10
on
years
Xbox
ago?
One.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's about, I guess it's time. I don't know. And then, no, we had Dying Light, The Beast. So
That Patrick Swayze show. Living with the Beast. Wah, 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 wah.
Now,
They were quick to be like, this is only a 20-hour game. They immediately told you this is not a full
20-hour experience, whatever. Now, I only played the first Dying Light, and it was just okay. I never really played the second one. I didn't really get into it.
Dreadpool's gonna get mad at you now.
He likes Dying Light.
Did he make that game?
He likes Dying Light and he likes Dead Island.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just maybe I'd have to go back and play it now on updated hardware. It didn't run that great in 2014 or 15, whenever the first one came out. It had great ideas. I like the parkour zombie thing. That was kind of the gimmick. Was it's like Mirror's Edge but with zombies. And
is anyone else sick of zombies though at this point? It's so overdone.
Not Capcom, because they're gonna keep making what's that?
Yeah.
Dead Rising.
I mean, that's
Deluxe
fine,
remaster.
but
They
it's
said they're gonna keep
man.
remaking those.
Well, if we can get a Dead Rising 5, which was planned originally but canned, then that'd be kind of cool. But if they do it right, so just don't give it to the Canadian team that messed up the fourth one. Because once you outsource crap, that's when you get crap. So Dead Rising. I'm very excited. It's crazy that the only place you can play that.
Microsoft to buy them and make it.
I remember,
No.
I remember 8 years ago. Finally, that remaster of Dead Rising, which was not really a full remaster. It was 60 frames, but that was finally on PC. Back 8 years ago when I streamed it, it was still only on the 360, which is kind of funny to think. Obviously they had Chop Till You Drop on the Wii, but that was a different version. So I just thought that was interesting how long that took to get on Steam and to get on PlayStation, for you to play. Anyway, Dying Light, The Beast. I don't know if it set a date. Let me see here. I'm just gonna go to the end. No date yet. So that could be 2026 for all we know. But 20-hour game like Frank was saying. And then we got a what is this? Hold on, I'm looking at the stamps here, the timestamps. Okay. I guess this looks like some kind of samurai-ish game.
No more, please.
Oh wow!
Myth
Ghost
Wukong.
of Stop It.
Oh, that game is doing
That's
good.
Yeah, sold a couple million.
I don't
already.
like the
Okay.
guy's face because I see his face everywhere. Like, oh, like I'm sick of this guy.
I guess this is DLC because it says Confront Destiny August 20th. So I guess that's already out.
The game came out like 2 days ago.
Yeah, so that was like a thing. And then we got Dragon Ball.
Sparkle.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's coming, which again, I do like the Dragon Ball fighting games. They are pretty good. I don't play all of them, but back in the day, like all the classics were
GT
always on
Final Bout on
rotation.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, there was a lot of great ones.
This Sparkling Zero one, I'm
Is
actually
it
interested in.
Budokai?
Yeah,
yes,
Budokai, those are great.
Budokai was incredible.
It was called Budokai
Tenkaichi.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
little bit later.
Hell yeah.
The first two were Budokai 1 and 2, and then there was
They still
whatever.
go for
Yeah.
money. Tenkaichi 3 goes for some money.
I remember.
What? Really?
Yeah, it goes for
Uh-oh,
like
he's
$30,
gotta check now.
$40.
This one here goes for some money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it goes for some money,
Budokai
man.
3.
Really? Huh. Let me look.
They all
Yeah.
go for about $40, except for the first one, I think.
Yeah, so but I agree with what Frank was saying too. This actually does look really good. So Sparkling Zero comes out October 11th. They have the ultimate editions and stuff for the characters and whatnot. But yeah, if you like Dragon Ball Z, which a lot of people still do, it's still very popular. It never really has gone away. The games have been pretty solid. I remember I rented. Speaking of renting stuff, Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I remember renting
Oh,
that. That's not
yeah.
a fighting game, but
For
it's more
P-
like it.
Is that
Yeah,
the
for the
PS1
Game Boy,
one?
right?
It was it was on a PS2, Xbox.
Sagas.
Oh,
So-
yeah. I was thinking it has a white cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Okay.
game. That's a good game.
It came out in
I see it right here. I remember that.
2005, and it came out for PS2, GameCube, Xbox. It was on all of them. It didn't
Yeah.
get great reviews back then, but I mean, I liked it.
Okay, yeah, now I remember. By the way, this thing goes for like this Budokai 3 definitely goes for more than what I bought it for. I bought it for, you can still see the sticker on it for 34. Hold on, let me turn this off. Hold on. Yeah. I bought this thing for $34.
Holy crap!
$34.99. Yeah, it's at 173.
What?
Holy crap.
I'm like, what the heck, really?
I gotta check the store and reprice everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Sorry. When you said it going for some money, I'm like, really? I'm like, really?
Yeah, man,
Because
you'd
I
be
just kind of was
shocked.
like, I was thinking about selling it the other day, and I'm like, nah, I'll keep it. It's Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. I like how
Back it up.
Fred's grabbing a game right now too.
Yeah, this is a special game. It's just Super Monkey Ball 2. It's nothing special.
No, come on. Everyone's got that.
Do you know they have monkey ball
Um,
figures at Walmart?
What the hell is this guy typing in the chat?
What the hell?
You missed the O. It's WOO.
Is that Super Monkey Ball 2, the 2-pack on GameCube?
Yeah.
The 2-pack.
2-pack. Let's see. You mean like the 2 discs? No, it's just one.
Okay, yeah, no, because it would say Super Monkey Ball 2-pack.
No, it's just Super Monkey Ball, regular.
You know, my wife loves that game, Fred.
This game.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
okay,
the
so
game
that's
that got
normal,
disc rot and won't work anymore. Even though it looks
Really?
brand new.
Yeah, mine still looks good.
So you
So-
think.
That's what you think.
Till you go to put it into your GameCube.
I actually
All
bought
right,
it
sorry.
from-
So we were talking about Dragon Ball Sparkle.
Sparkling Zero.
Yeah. A linked. What's this game?
A Link to the Past. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah. Banner of the Spark. I don't know. They're talking on the Spark the Uprising. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's like another animated type game.
Mm-hmm.
October 22nd for early access. Then after that, we had the Lost Records thing, which they're putting out, I guess, in parts. So tape 1 is, we saw the Lost Records, I think, at the Xbox event, or it was at a PlayStation event, I forget. But they're putting it out in parts. So tape 1 is February 18th, tape 2 is March 18th. It was that game that had a bunch of artists from like the 90s in it.
Yeah,
Remember
we
that?
joked that kids won't even know what
Wasn't it
tapes
called
are.
mixtape or something like that?
Yeah. And so,
Mixtape,
but they're
it's a CD.
but they're putting it out in like parts, right? So part
Mhm.
1 is like tape 1 is February 18th and tape 2 is March 18th. I don't know why they're doing it like that, but they just call them tape 1, tape 2. So I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, what the hell was this? This was another zombie game?
Oh, no.
Which, let me see what this is here. Yeah, it looks like another. Oh, here it is. Yeah, No More Room in Hell 2.
Isn't
So
that
there
the
you
name of
go.
your movie?
Yeah, but I named it after the Dawn of the Dead quote, and so did they, because that is what Ken Foray says in Dawn of the Dead. So that's where I got it from, and that's exactly where they got it from. So,
No More Room in Heaven.
and then there's Arc Raiders as well.
Raiders of
This
the
is
Lost
funny-
Ark.
The funniest thing, man, is 7th grade. Seventh or 8th grade. We walk into class, and someone wrote on the blackboard, "Jason Goes to Heaven."
That was the kid-friendly version. And then Perry's favorite game, Infinity Nikki. We saw
I
this.
don't even know
That's
what
that
this is.
cat game.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
it's the anime cat game. I couldn't really tell you what this is, but if you like that stuff, then
I'm
There
ready
you
for
go.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and then they showed another Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine
That
clip.
looks good.
Warhammer, I gotta buy it because 3 people online said it.
Did you look at the
Is that what it is?
footage? I don't even like Warhammer, and I was like, "Holy crap, this looks good."
And then there's a
I'll check it
free-to-play game called Predecessor that dropped as well
Mhm.
on everything, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't like the worst. There's still a little bit more, but it wasn't like the worst opening night. But then they showed Path of Exile, and what did they show after that? They actually showed some more gameplay of Dune Awakening. And that's coming
Yeah,
to
Dune
PC.
Awakening. That looks so good.
Yeah, that actually looked really
Yeah.
good. Coming to PC
I'm-
early 2025. And then it says PlayStation and Xbox dates to be announced. So it is coming to PC first. Don't know when the console release will be, but this does look really good. As far as like, I don't know if it said what engine it's running off of, but man, I was actually surprised.
I love Dune so much, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah, so that actually was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if some of these leaked, so excuse my ignorance if like some of the stuff was like leaked, quote unquote. Jeff Keighley had to make a comment. He's like, "Oh yeah, and this one didn't leak like before Borderlands 4," and I'm like, "Okay,
This
did
guy
other
needs to
things
shut
leak?"
up.
He's a man of the people. He
leaks
mentioned
stuff
it.
himself. So what's
Yeah,
he talking about?
I was gonna say what the hell, but yeah, if you go back and watch the VOD, he's like, "And this is one that actually didn't leak," and it's like Borderlands 4. So then they showed Reanimal.
Mental 9R says Jeff Keighley's lame, man.
Yeah, never really was a fan. Then Genshin Impact, they were showing that.
Yeah, you know who? Kenny Omega guy. He's been dying for this game to come to Xbox.
Yeah,
I gave him the
Genshin Impact?
Xbox, and he's like, "Hey, is Genshin on here?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh man." He goes, "I don't want to buy a PlayStation for this, but I play it on my phone all the time."
yeah, I remember him mentioning that.
So
Yeah,
I messaged him immediately, and I was like, "Hey, it's coming out in November." And he's like, "Oh, I can't wait. I still want to build that." He was going to build a PC just to play.
I remember that. Yeah,
But he's
They
like,
accidentally.
he's like, "I still want to build a PC because I want to translate stuff." And I was like,
I remember he showed me on his phone. He's like, "I still have all these PC parts saved that Perry told me to get." I'm like, "Dude, like, just save a little bit. Like, you know, I know that's not his priority, but like if he ever does, I mean, that would be a little bit easier for him to play what he wants to play.
I
You
told him
can
to take
load up
his
all
time.
those, yeah, you can load up all those emulators of all the shit he wants to play. You know,
They accidentally put out the game page early for what's this game? Genshin Impact. They put it up early
Genshin
before
Impact.
the announcement, so everyone on Twitter was like, "Hey, it's coming out!" And then like
Yeah, and then
they
they're like,
announced
oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if people like it, that's cool. I never actually got into them, but
He
looks
tried to
pretty
get me to
good.
play it, but I downloaded it. I might have played it for 5 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It's
Doesn't look
very
bad.
complicated. If you're into
Yeah.
JRPGs, it's cool, but it's
I think
not.
he wants somebody to play with, so he's like, "Oh, you should play it."
Yeah.
I'll check it out one day.
One game that I will be definitely checking out, that I did get into the last couple years is Monster Hunter, and
Yes.
Monster Hunter Wilds looks fantastic.
Yes.
This looks incredible. I'm there day one for this one, where I was kind of late to the other ones, so I will definitely be checking this out in January. In my opinion, January is probably going to be a dry month for me anyway, as far as like releases coming out. So this coming out in January is killer. Capcom has been on a roll.
And you might
Monster
be able
Hunter,
to play it on PC.
yes, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably request a PC code, and if I get it, I will be checking it out. And
So Axel doesn't know, Anthony, that you work with Capcom. He is oblivious to this.
I'm kind of putting it together.
I know. Well, the good thing is that the Capcom creators thing. I'm a part of that, but I don't like work with Capcom. I don't get paid by them.
They send you a check.
But
you script
no,
reader.
they don't.
Dude, if they give you codes, they're paying you.
No, man. Honestly, it's. I wish it was. That way, but unfortunately, it's not.
What if they paid you to talk badly about Silent Hill because it's competing with Resident
Right.
Evil?
Yeah, no,
It's like,
honestly,
you gotta talk bad
yeah,
about it.
that's a good thing too. Is they don't like censor me or say like I can't like talk, but I give my honest takes, and they're more hands off. But you would think we actually get hooked up with like all this stuff, and we actually don't as much as people think. On the surface, it seems better, but I think like we got like I didn't get RE4 early. I didn't get a lot of stuff early that I thought I would have.
Oh man! So Axel doesn't even know the story last year.
No,
they didn't send Anthony their Resident Evil 4 remake code.
Someone broke embargo, so they cut everyone off.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God! Really?
Yep.
Someone in Anthony's chat room was like, "Hey, Walmart has it like a week early." So we all went to Walmart and bought it.
Yeah, Walmart was actually selling it before the street.
And Anthony streamed it and reviewed it.
Well, no. I couldn't stream it. I would have got kicked off. I did a playthrough off camera, and so when the embargo was lifted to actually put out footage, then I put out my first playthrough, and then I live streamed it when I was legally allowed to stream it before I would get a strike on my account.
Well, I did a short of me picking it up from Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a thumbnail of me holding it, and people thought it was Photoshop. They thought it was fake.
We thought that we were gonna have to meet you like halfway. Like if we could get it and you couldn't, we're like, he needs this game now. There's gonna be an adventure.
No, we were all working together, thankfully. And then my Walmart
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was 4 days early. We got it on like that Monday or Tuesday. It came out on the Friday, and I was doing a stream marathon. I literally ended the stream. Because once, shout out to Purple Herb, he's the guy who he's still a good guy in the community, still supports us.
He's a bad guy. He turned.
Yeah, he turned
heel. He's a villain.
After that, he turned heel. No, but
he turned into a zombie.
He sent me a picture in the Walmart parking lot of him walking out holding it, and I was like, okay, this guy isn't messing around. Not that he would mess with us, but like it was real. And then I guess in their system, the street date was Tuesday for some reason, or Monday, whatever day it was. And that was a whole evening of trying to get this thing, and we all got it and we were fine. But like I got it on the Xbox, like that was the copies they had. They didn't have, I don't think they had any PlayStation copies, but regardless, we got it. I walked out of there like I felt like I was gonna get tackled. You know what I mean? Like I was like, this isn't real. Like this can't be real. So
wake up. Someone pinch
wake up.
me.
So the Capcom creators thing, it is cool, but unfortunately, like for example, like people got Dead Rising codes already, but they only gave it to the big YouTubers, like big. I'm talking like millions of subscribers or 500,000. So like there's certain things that they still do that I'm kind of like, come on guys, like this program was supposed to be for little guys to kind of get some exclusive access, and sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. It's very dicey. And that's just kind of more like
It's
inside.
the CEO's mood that day.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of more of like inside stuff that not a lot of people know about. Where on the surface, it's like, oh, great, you're a Capcom creator. You get, endorsement, or you get like paid. Like I wish I did, but I only get paid by YouTube and supporters, honestly. So, but
So like, so you are the Capcom creator. So like Perry, if you could be like a creator for any publisher, which one would you choose?
I would have chosen Xbox.
that's a good question.
I don't know. I'd Capcom or Sega.
Okay. So he's going Sega. Okay. What about you, Fred?
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog. Okay, so Fred's only gonna
'Cause
get
I-
like one game every
'cause I
20
love-
years.
As you see,
Yeah, Fred's gonna
Yeah,
crunch
he'll
and
get
have
he'll
a pipe
get
ball
all
on
the
his desk.
remakes.
because I love Uncharted. That's why. the
That's
only
fair.
reason. I
Yeah,
love
all right.
Uncharted.
Frank?
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Oh man, he's going
I'd love
big.
to get some Nintendo
Okay.
games early.
Oh man, who wouldn't?
only,
I would go from Software.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Nice.
From Soft.
good.
I love my From Soft games, man.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Um,
And
yeah,
chat, let
man.
us know who you would pick.
Yeah, chat. Let us know if you had that choice of, and it's interesting, right? Because I think there's some big timer channels that can probably dip into every pocket of what we just said
Oh,
because they
my
have the
gosh.
leverage, which is like,
Yeah.
that's obviously a dream for any of us to have that choice where I was able to, because like,
Does
it's kind of
Pornhub
interesting.
count as a creator, says Dreadpool.
Oh man,
I mean,
they probably have
mean-
their own program in place, but that's
I
something
mean,
for
I
you
think
to
if
look
you want to
into.
be a creator on that website, I don't think you're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you just need a valid identification and you're all set.
yeah.
I don't think you need to do anything.
different form of entertainment, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is cool, like again, they send you a shirt, they send you,
We all
a
know
mouse
Milk
pad.
Man.
They send you little things like that, but like, and sometimes we get free stuff. Like I was able to get a RE4 collector's edition for
that's
free
sweet.
by beating the chainsaw demo, and I actually gave it away because I had one already. I gave it away to a fan who actually got theirs canceled from GameStop, because I don't know if you know about this, Axel, but GameStop canceled like, I want to say maybe 50 to 60% of collector's editions for RE4. They had a big problem with
Damn.
either production, and I was able to give back to someone who lost their pre-order. So that was a real cool thing. So
that's rough, man.
I returned-
but
yeah.
I've experienced that too, not with GameStop, but with Best Buy.
really? Okay.
Yeah, and I went to Best Buy, so I didn't order it from GameStop, and then I didn't get my Batman Gotham Knights collector's edition.
Oh, fuck.
And so, but
Damn.
shout out to my buddy Doggy Dog. He found one on Amazon,
Nice.
ordered it for me. Like he didn't even call me to tell me, hey, you should get it quick. He just ordered it,
ECW.
and then he's just like I got it, bro. Just give me the money back. I'm like, you got it, bro. And I ended
He
up getting
sent it
my
to you and you
Gotham.
never paid him back.
I sent it to him and paid him.
This
Yeah, of
thing.
course.
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, sometimes your friends got to look out for you because it sucks
Yeah.
when you get screwed over like that. When it's like, of course, like the one thing you want that's like something you've been looking forward to, it gets messed up like that. And RE4 remake was a big one for a lot of people.
I still
so.
have a
yeah.
RE4 remake collector's edition sealed at the shop
Mhm.
because a
Maybe
customer
$5.
wanted it, and he just never came back. It's been over a year, and this was a guy. He would come in, Axel. He spent like $2,000 in one night.
Yeah, he was a heavy
Jeez.
roller or high
He would
was a
spend
roller.
whale, huh?
$2,000, and I would close up for the rest of the week. I'd be like,
Dang,
well,
let's-
I could go on vacation this week. Everything's paid
Nice.
off. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I haven't heard from him. So hopefully he's doing all right. But I still
Jeez.
have it in the closet, and that thing goes for like $500 now.
Yeah.
For $5, I got you, man. I got you.
Gonna add
Yeah.
2 more zeros.
Yeah, it was yeah, and then like a lot of the recent Capcom releases, when they did come out, they send you a code on the day of, but at that point you can't really get any perks of. The only thing I ever got early, I'm being honest, is I got Shadows of Rose DLC. Of course, of all things, I get the worst, piece of DLC. I got it early on the
That-
Tuesday.
That DLC sucks, man.
And I could put stuff out on it on Thursday, and they send you this big thing of like, you can only show this in your review or this or that. But that was the only thing I ever got like early. Everything else was like, I'll just give you a code the day of. And I'm like, that's cool, but that doesn't really help me get views if I put something out early. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And so that's why it's a little janky. It's like RE4, I was able to do that because I got it, well, I did a review kind of after I played it a bunch. I didn't rush it that week, but because there was no way. I mean, it was a long game. There's a lot to do. But yeah, Monster Hunter. Looking forward to that.
I cannot
Definitely.
wait, man. I cannot wait for
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah, maybe we can all jump on and play
these
that.
monsters for a long time, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited for that, man. And then getting back to the program with after that they showed this Lara Croft thing, which was, what is this?
She's in something else, like
Naraka or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Naraka. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Anthony, you left those drums at the shop. You're supposed to buy those drums from me.
Oh man, I think both times I didn't even get reminded about that, so I just
build
forgot.
the computer. They'll be waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Free drums
that works
within
out.
every Intel.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
He got screwed on that thing.
Yeah, I mean, if he dies, he dies, right? That's the term.
I think he'll be okay.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
It's
about.
an Intel chip that he bought. He just paid over $600 for it, or $500 for it.
Yeah.
And it was recalled, but they're not recalling it. So he's kind of stuck with it.
They're not It's been recalled, but they're not recalling his.
Yeah, it's so they're like going to give him 2 more years of warranty, but they're not going to like recall it now. The chip degrades apparently. Mine does too. I just built the computer, so I have 2 more years on that one chip. They just added another year, and I have the box, so thankfully I still have that box. He just bought it brand new. He didn't even open it yet, and then we found out, and we're like, oh.
And then of course when we find out it's out of the return window, because I'm not like Best Buy elite membership, elite Total Tech now, like all this crap they make you pay for to have extended return.
So there's a BIOS update that apparently fixes this issue for him. So
right,
and for me too. So
yeah, because I do like movie editing. I'm going to do 4K editing on this and stream. Like I'm not just streaming on it. Like I need a good chip,
I built this computer 11 years ago. He's still using it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get an i9 so I can play Flight Sim.
That's what he got. 4K. He got the i9. What is it?
But I don't have that kind of money.
That's the
14900K, right?
Yeah, 14th gen. This boy.
Yep.
That big recall.
I remember you showing it to me.
Is that the same one that we got, Perry, or no?
Yeah, but I got the 12 because I don't want any problems.
That's what I have.
The 12th gen?
Yeah, I got her the 12th gen. I got the 13th. I built Star Build last year, which is behind the green screen.
Star Build?
Yeah, Starfield was coming out, so I had to build a Star Build computer.
I thought those were with AMD chips.
No, that was like a card. I actually bought a spaceship case and I built it.
No, like I remember seeing like the Starfield like put out like you needed a custom one. It was like a 7800 3DX or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I called it Star Build because I bought that case.
Okay.
That space case.
Case.
What a great book.
You built it to play Starfield and you couldn't use DLSS.
That's the last time I played it.
You use DLSS now.
Yes, they finally enabled it. But now
they actually
good,
officially.
I could drive the Rev 8, so it's good now that I waited.
That's right.
They officially added 60 FPS to the Series S because the modders did it, and they were like, "Oh,
wow!
Well, that's how you do it."
The fans had to do it for them again.
Mm-hmm.
Halo.
That sounds about right.
Forge.
And
make the maps for us.
The models.
All right, sorry, I got off topic there.
Oh no worries. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Nice.
Okay. So that is also it's just a bunch of
good old SNK.
Yeah, SNK game with the anime buttes jumping up and down with half clothes on. So if you like that,
it, but that's nice to hear that.
Yeah, they are unapologetic.
Genesis game is back.
It's cool to see it back. Let's see here. Then we got a mech game, Mecha Break. So if you're in a mech
break,
yeah,
okay.
It was a short trailer. It just looked like a bunch of mechs fighting.
There was a game called Revenge of the something, Savage Land. I want to play that game. Revenge of the Savage Land.
Yeah, I think that might be either in this one or the second day. And then Monument Valley 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was shown off as well. And then we got Civilization, New Civ.
Yeah, this game's been around for 100 years.
So they've been around for a
7,
while.
yeah, I
1991.
saw that.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're into that, they have a huge hardcore fan base. People are excited about that.
Dreadpool overpaid for a Starfield collector's edition. You know, I got
tap-
those from Amazon and I sent them back. I didn't even open them.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
$300 a piece. I was like,
Jesus.
I don't need it.
Axel
Oh,
mentioned
man, I loved it.
the Starfield vehicle DLC, so they showed that.
Rev 8.
Or is it an update? I don't know if it was a DLC or an update.
It's a
An
DLC update, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's out, right? Or
Mhm.
coming out?
It's out now. Yep.
It's out now. So there you go. So that's that. They showed that. Looks pretty cool.
The Jez Corden just tweeted they're adding Alf DLC to Starfield.
I wish.
Alf. That's
You go to
essential
Melmac?
DLC. And then I know this is going to be if Bryant is listening to this in the chat, this is probably his favorite, Marvel Rivals.
Mhm.
So if all heroes unlocked and free to play at launch, apparently. So
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
that it's
so
all-
it's a
what is going on?
Harry's got the purple shades.
I love those.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just a big Marvel fighting game. So you got all your Marvel favorites in there.
I wonder. I guess they'll make money by selling you skins because I
Yeah,
thought they were going to sell you the
100%.
heroes, but I'm like,
They're gonna
that's
have the
kind of cool.
Spider-Man 2099 crap. They're gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna have
Yeah.
all
It could be
the
like the different Deadpools if there's Deadpools in it. That'd be nice.
yeah.
What?
I want Deadpool to be it.
No, it's all right.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Is this new information? Real quick, I just saw this. If you pay $34.99, you can play Indiana Jones 3 days early on Xbox with Game Pass.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
If you pay
Interesting.
$10, you can play it 3 weeks early on PlayStation 5.
$34.99, and you got to have Game Pass.
No thanks.
They show this Delta Force game, which just looks like a FPS kind of thing. Then they showed Kingdom
Kingdom
Come
Come
Deliverance. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the second one.
Oh, yeah.
Eli likes that game. That's the
Yeah,
game I
so
stream
that's-
where I put the codes on.
It's
And
a
just-
remaster, isn't it?
I beat everybody up in the town.
Yes, and it's coming out it came out the 21st, so yesterday it came out.
Oh, I gotta play
Right.
that.
So yeah,
Kingdom
so
Come
that's
Deliverance.
yes,
Is it
that's
Deliverance 1 or Deliverance 2?
let me go back here. It just says I don't. 2. Sorry, I didn't see
Okay.
the Roman numeral. Yeah, so Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They showed the gameplay premiere, and then they said August 21st, 2024.
Wow, Wukong got a fling trainer.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And then they showed this Starvale, and then Fate Stay Night coming in Q3 of 2025. It's very specific, with no actual date, but and then Batman's favorite thing, they showed Batman on the MetaQuest 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
the
I
night.
cannot wait for that with the rat.
That's
the
gonna
Rat
be
King.
killer.
The Rat
Yeah.
That's actually
With
dope.
a bad guy that almost no one has heard of.
Yes.
That's going to be killer.
Yeah.
It's nice to see something not done to death. Not the same
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
the
like,
Joker.
oh, here's the bad guys you've seen the whole time, and instead it's going to be the Rat King. That's going to be
Isn't he
awesome.
from Ninja Turtles?
No.
Well, there's a Rat King in
What
Ninja
the-
Turtles.
that's the master.
No,
And they
there's Master
showed,
Splinter and there's the Rat King.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
two-
they showed
there's two
Herdling
guys.
as well. This game Herdling and Masters of
The
Albion?
universe.
Oh, I have
Master
to talk
Albion,
about
yeah,
that.
the Peter
Albion.
Molyneux game.
I want to talk about that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he came out on stage, right? This guy, he's
Yeah, he
100 years
did.
old.
Here's something funny. I guess they can't copyright Albion, so it technically takes place in the same universe as Fable. It's like it's a Fable game. I don't know how he worked that deal out that he like still owns
He
that,
said that
but
because Albion is technically an area in England, you can't copyright the
Right.
area.
but the town he used, I think, is from Fable, Oak Ridge
Yeah,
or
which
whatever.
I think
like
is totally open to copyright. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, talk
He
about
didn't
wanting to
care.
get sued.
He owes us all an apology, and he needs to tell us where Milo's being held so he can save him.
Man,
That game looks cool, though. I actually really
yeah.
want to play that
I
game.
haven't seen the trailer yet, but I just when I heard Peter Molyneux, I'm like, whatever he promises, just take half of it.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to be what he said, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe anybody's sometimes with this crap.
And he's
no,
narrating-
He oversold Fable. Like he was famous for overselling Fable, man. And
And the Kinect.
yeah.
He was narrating the trailer, and he's like, and then you do this, and then you do that. It's like, it makes me not want to play the game because he's talking.
And then
You
you fall
sound like
asleep.
the
And
peasant
then you
from
fall
Warcraft.
asleep.
That's what he said. He sounds exactly like the peasant from Warcraft.
That's what I thought when I heard him.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. Nobody's
That's
going to
cool.
play this game anyway.
I thought
There's
that
only
guy
20
was
people
dead.
developing it.
It doesn't even have a date, so who knows? And then they showed this Squid Game Netflix game.
Yeah, it's a Netflix exclusive game.
What
Squid
is
Games.
happening? And then Unknown Awakening.
Unknown. Why should I know this? Is this a horror game?
No, it looks like it's like kind of looks like animated. Looks like there's like powers involved, and you can you can snap into other people's bodies and attack like their team and stuff like that.
Oh, it stars the
You-
girl from The Witcher.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
pull
this.
people
Oh,
like towards you, and you just beat the crap out of them. You can shoot down planes. Yeah, I mean, it didn't look horrible. Don't know if
Yeah,
it's
this
like
one looked okay.
yeah, don't know if it's my cup of tea. But then they showed Arena Breakout Infinite. I don't know why. Can we just retire Infinite being used as a subtitle, please?
Who comes up with these stupid names?
Yeah, I think we're running out of names.
just don't know how much education it takes to go to marketing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly right.
Really quick, when we were at Micro Center, there's one thing we forgot to tell you guys. Fred and I are in the gaming section, and they have the Hyperkin Duchess controller, which is the S controller. This thing doesn't come out till Friday. And they had it marked for $32. We grabbed them all off the shelves. And I'm like, someone to Frank, Anthony, going to get you guys all these remotes. We go to ring them up, and they're like, oh, somebody put them out too early. And I was like,
Oh,
Wow.
because the black ones were
man.
$32, and the white ones were $50. I was
Wow.
like, Frank, just get all the black ones.
Jeez.
And we couldn't get it. So it was
Damn.
like,
Dang.
we
Yeah,
had to
leave
leave
it to
early
someone-
and cheap.
leave it to someone making a mistake like that. It happens too often.
Too bad. Too bad they didn't follow through on their mistake.
Yeah. World of Warcraft fans are probably jumping up and down because it's 30 years, I guess, and they showed
30 years of World of Warcraft. Whoa, 2004 was 30
wow,
years
it's
ago.
30 years ago. No,
Yeah, it's not 30 years.
World of
It's 20
Warcraft: The
years.
War Within. They showed
Yes.
that off.
Isn't this part of the trilogy?
I believe so.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how many have been released. I'm not
or something.
up on my. I'm not up on my Warcraft.
I'm not either, but I was interested in trying.
I just played when Dragonflight came out or whatever. I played that for a while. But I don't know, it's kind of bullcrap. You still got to pay for World of Warcraft like that. $15 a month. You know?
That's right.
You'd think that they would cut me a deal. Oh, 10% off if you have Game Pass or something. Nope. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Keep going.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Cameron's eating his burger on his way home.
I don't know why it's called Warcraft 30, but I don't know what that is.
The series, Warcraft in general, might be around for 30 years.
Yeah,
but-
I think that's what they're talking
I used to
about.
play
Yeah,
Warcraft 2 on
yeah.
on a dial-up.
Because Keeley was like fumbling over his words, like, there's so many anniversaries. There's Blizzard anniversary, there's Warcraft anniversary, and then he's just like talking his head off.
Yeah.
And then they did this Overwatch 2 and World of Warcraft collaboration.
Desperate attempt to save Overwatch.
Yeah. And then Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred.
Now that I want to play. That I'm ready
one
for.
sure.
I've
Yeah,
been playing
so-
Diablo 4 again. So
Yeah, so Diablo 4, they're holding it down. They're trying to keep it moving.
is
and
that
then-
I don't know.
Go
Is that like a paid expansion? I don't even know. Or
Yes,
is
it's
it
the full.
Yeah.
It's the paid expansion. It's a story
okay.
expansion. It's not like a season thing.
Right? Well, I'll probably be picking that up then. So
Yeah, I pick those up all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after the one
Thinking
guy,
Alien.
yeah, they showed the first Berserker Kazan.
Yes, that one looks so good.
Yeah, that's
The
another
art style is just crazy.
crazy looking game.
Yes.
Was very impressed actually from when I looked at that. I wasn't expecting it to look that good, and it did. So
And it's a Souls-like, so it's right up my alley.
yeah, that's the thing. I suck at those games, but
You're gonna get Wukong, Axel?
No, I was thinking about getting it for this PC, but I'm just like, you know what? I got a backlog right now. If it comes out on Xbox in like 3 or 4 months or 6 months or whatever, maybe I can. I'll have some free time then.
yeah, and then they showed a Dark and Darker mobile, which I don't play mobile stuff, but if you're into that,
I played Temple Run on mobile like 10 years ago.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Milo.
That was a good one. Angry Birds.
Mm-hmm.
And then they showed what is this here? This looks more like a animated game. What is this?
Hey, our favorite game got put up. Vampire.
Yeah. I saw
The
that.
game that I freaking ripped the box on stream.
Oh yeah.
Vampire?
Yeah.
You were like, hey, can you go to GameStop and see if they have this game used? I was like, why? Because you destroyed it.
This was years
Oh my
ago when it
goodness.
came out. The game was so fun, but it was also a pain in the ass. So I don't like how there's a stamina meter in that game because you just stop moving. Your meter like fills up and you can't do it. You can't even run away. And you have like 10 people like beating you up and you can't move. So I'm like live streaming this for hours.
Jeez.
I finally get to a part where I can't move anymore because I'm out of stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And I get killed and I start flipping out. I take the case and I rip the case and hammer on it.
Jeez. Calm
True.
down. Calm down.
What's your rage quit?
Yeah. But then, hey, if you have the disc, don't update it. Put it in the Xbox, start the game, and when you get to the first save point, plug in a keyboard and hold down the P key, and then it'll just max out all your XP. And I was like, yeah. So I beat the game.
You got the last laugh with
I didn't know that
one.
was. We might have talked about that on the show.
They
but I don't
patched
remember
it
that.
out, but if you have the disc, you could still do that
That's funny.
on PlayStation and Xbox, as long as you don't download the update.
Jeez.
Anyway,
After that, we got the Indiana Jones trailer, which showed more of the game, and then Jeff Keighley turned around, and it changed to PlayStation. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's coming out on PlayStation in the spring of 25. And then one of my favorite surprises after that was the new Mafia game. It's very short.
The old country.
Yeah, the old country. Which I think will be cool. I don't know. I know people will like
remaster the
fiscally,
Godfather game.
but it's like, I don't know, man.
That's
But
where you
this
go
will
on
be cool.
vacation all the time, Anthony. So
I
you'll
know.
be familiar with the.
I'll know where to
location.
turn the car and
He knows where to
everything.
get the chicken parm.
My
Yeah.
one friend was like, the cars aren't going to be fast. I'm like, I'm sure they'll make it.
Isn't the first game? Don't they have horse and carriage in the first one? I'm not even kidding.
It's been a while since I
I think
played. I
isn't
didn't.
the first one the
Right.
20s? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't play
Yeah.
the definitive
It
editions.
was like old school cars and stuff. Like the
Which
I
old-
think
they're
that's
they're
on
on
Game
Game Pass
Pass right
now.
now,
It
yeah.
is. Yep.
Mhm.
My friends are like playing it
Oh
again. They're
well,
just like,
haven't
oh.
turned it on in a while.
You can buy it on Steam for like $2.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was essentially day one, and then today it was Xbox, and we got the Forza 5, the new mode.
Hide and seek.
Yeah, so if you're into the Forza, there you go. And then they showed the Luke and Jordan.
That
or
was
Luke and-
our PlayStation 4 and 5 release of Forza 5.
Yeah, that was just a false thing they put out there, of course.
Why did Amazon have a listing for it, though?
Doesn't mean it's not going to happen eventually.
Yeah, just not right now.
That was weird.
Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond talk Xbox in the future. We all know what catastrophe
Actually,
that
I had
was.
that clip. I could play it right here.
Yeah, now's a perfect time to play that because
It's Phil Line.
Going to the PlayStation.
this was going viral. Well, not viral, but trending for wrong
launched
reasons.
4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation. We said we're going to learn.
Corporate song and
We
dance,
said we'd watch,
interview.
and I think it showcased, I might have said, from our learning, we're going to do more. What I see when I look is our franchises are getting stronger. Our
Dude, he's
Xbox
getting old.
console players are as high
Yeah,
this
he looks
year as
haggard.
He
they've
looks
ever
like he
been.
escaped a mental
So I look
institution.
at
this
it
guy.
and I say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we run a business. Like, it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery that we have to give back to the company, because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing in what we're able to go do. So I look at this, how can we make our games as strong as possible? Our platform continues to grow, both on console, on PC, and on
I like how
cloud.
Sarah Bond just has her
And I
mouth
think it's just
shut
gonna be
while
a
he's just saying all
strategy that
this.
works
Well,
for
she
us.
doubles
The last
down
thing
on
I'll
something
probably
he says,
say
and it looks so
is I think as
petty.
an industry right now,
She's
there's
like the
there's
hype-
a lot of
hype
pressure on the
Yeah.
industry. It's
Yeah.
been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that
I
us
like
as
Sarah
fans,
Bond,
as
but-
players of games, we just have to
It's tough
anticipate
right
there's
now
going to be
to Xbox.
more change in how some of the traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to
It
change.
is, guys.
That's going to
It
change
is
for all
midnight
of us.
here. I have
But
work
the
tomorrow,
end
so this is
result
as far
has
as
to
I
be
make
better
it.
games that
Sounds
more
good,
people
man.
play. If we're not
Yeah,
focused
thank you again
on
for
that,
having
I
me
think
on,
we're
and
focused on the
yeah, like
wrong
I said,
things.
man, I just need
So
to.
for us,
I
Xbox,
was just like,
health of
I
Xbox,
want to
health of
complain.
our platform,
So,
and our
yeah.
growing games.
the place to do it.
Thank you so much.
I'll say
And
this.
of course, guys, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast, and I can't wait to see you this week.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yes.
Gamescom.
Yeah, everybody
tomorrow, man.
make sure to tune in and you'll see me on.
Sonic video games. Check it out.
Yeah, and
Heck
he's going to be
yeah.
on Good Morning Xbox as well, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
at some
I'm
point.
gonna
Hell
be
yeah,
there.
we'll do that.
He's gonna be up.
I'll be there Friday and Sunday. I'll be awake.
Yes.
So
Cannot wait, man.
yep.
All right, see you tomorrow, man. Bye,
All right.
guys.
All
Bye.
right, Axel,
Peace out,
thanks for
Axel.
coming
Have a
on.
good one, man.
All right.
The Discord is still open if anybody wants to come in here and share their grievances.
Yeah.
We're also, if we get $125 before the end of the show tonight, Brett and I will go smash that Xbox Series X
Oh yeah.
live on the air. Frank and Anthony will just sit here while we jump right in. Axel, take care, buddy. And
Take
Yeah,
care,
thanks
Axel,
for
man.
coming
Have a good
on.
don't worry about it, man. Just game on Xbox. Be happy. If take your time with it. I mean, it's not what we can do. We already have the machines, so
yeah.
just be a little cautious, I guess, if you want to, and maybe start building up your Steam library a little bit.
Yeah. I won't.
I wouldn't worry about it. Just have fun.
Now some of this Xbox stuff that I'm showing here or that I'm talking about here was already announced. They just showed a little bit more of, or gameplay or trailers. So like I said, they had that horrible Phil Spencer interview, Forza, the Luca and Jordan DLC, and then Overwatch 2 Geno cinematic trailer.
Gino from Mario RPG. He's back.
Gino.
He's on Xbox now.
He's on
Yes.
Xbox.
Then I would play Overwatch
Yeah.
if he was there.
They showed Diablo Immortal. They showed Lonely Mountain Snow Riders.
Ooh.
Lonely Mountain Snow Riders. I wish I was making that up.
Who names these games?
I don't know. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
That'll be good.
Yeah, and then
that's the one we're all waiting for. Well, we've been waiting for.
Xbox has the hardware, the stick of all sticks that fans know what to do with.
Yeah.
guess.
They could stick it up their ass.
Yeah, so they had a whole section where they had these guys come out, these momos, and like, oh, the stick, and we could do this and do that,
The
and
stick that you can't even stream on your
it
internet.
attaches to your controller.
You can't even stream it because it has HDCP on it.
Yeah.
So I can't plug it into my Elgato and stream the cloud games. I have to point my camera at the TV.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, they had a whole section of that. And then they had Revenge of the Savage Planet.
That's the one I want to play.
Yeah, so that actually looks pretty good. See, I know we were kind of dismissing Gamescom the last few weeks, but like at least it's something, you know, like we're getting like
yeah, but
something.
this is different because they never used to have it like this. They made it like an E3 this year.
Yeah, no, they actually did. So I'm sorry
It was
for
always
us.
like the old E3 where you would just go and browse, but now it's
Yeah.
like an actual thing, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know people were saying, oh, if you know, Ari is going to
bring
be
it
there.
worldwide.
That
They
was a
said.
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are treating it more like a show, like you said. And then they showed Dustborn
Dustpan.
trailer. Then they showed Tainted Grail, The Fall
Tainted
of
Meat.
Avalon, Tainted Meat from Fred's grocery store, and then
Yeah, pretty much.
and then Starfield Shattered Space.
Can I tell you something real quick about that? So we went to go get lunch. So I got some cold cuts, some chicken and cheese. Bro, I had to get a freshly cut. The whole section expired 2 days prior. And then Fred found hot dogs that expired on the 13th.
Oh.
It was the fucking 19th.
Oh yeah,
That's
gotta look
nasty.
That place is
Good
going
old-
to get shut down.
It's gonna be like John Taffer walking in. You're gonna kill somebody.
Shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down.
Yeah, and they're
People are
going to
gonna
be
get-
like, we already did.
Yeah.
He puts a bar in the Hannafords. Like,
Oh, I would love working at Hanford if that happened.
Oh man.
Just get sauced on my freaking break.
Bro, they can't even make chocolate there. How do you think they're going to handle like drinks?
Yeah, there's gonna be fruit flies in the glasses and stuff.
Is that the last Xbox showcase for the year or no?
Probably.
No, I don't think so.
You think they'll
last
have one in like
Xbox showcase
October?
for life.
They'll have one in Rocktober.
I guess Game Awards, but there might be one before that. I don't know. Who cares?
All right, yeah, Game
Xbox
Awards
fucking
is
dead. Who gives a shit?
yeah, Game Awards is always in December, and they always have some announcements there. So yeah, that's probably where you'll see the next like big updates. This was their last chance of saying, "Oh, here's the Indiana Jones release
I guess
date." Here's the-"
Astrobot's gonna win a Game of the Year.
No,
There's some fucking
the-
PlayStation games this year.
I think I don't know what's gonna
Game
win.
of the Year is Madden.
this Wukong game because it sold
Wukong.
2 million
Yeah,
copies in
The
2
only
minutes.
game that came out this year, Wukong.
You know it's gonna win.
Yeah,
You
Wukong,
know it.
Shaolin
It
style.
fits all the boxes. It's Japanese
it only
style.
shipped on
It-
PlayStation.
it's
so
on
yeah.
PlayStation. It fits all the boxes.
Yeah, it checks it off.
Yeah.
Let's Build a Dungeon trailer. So you can build a dungeon.
Let's Build a
Dungeon. Oh man.
Atom Fall was shown. Dragon
Prince Adam.
Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero was shown off again. Age of Mythology Retold. That was it for Xbox. So not really like anything super crazy. I mean, the biggest thing that everyone's been talking about, we already went on a whole hour and some change
We're
rant.
all talking about
it.
Indiana Jones, but on PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah. So while the trailer wasn't bad for Indiana Jones, it's just the fact that we got, you know,
Xbox is doing great marketing for PlayStation right now. It's fantastic.
but yeah, it wasn't like it just, I don't know. I think I would say maybe the first day was a little bit better, but there was also a couple things here that were decent. But yeah, so that's Gamescom. It's still going on. So like we'll pretty much have next week we'll have to talk about the last few days.
Fred,
And we're gonna
what's
talk
18
about
divided
it.
by 4.
And yeah, you're gonna talk about it on Axel's show,
Yeah.
Iconic Video Games. What was that?
I said, what's 18 divided by 4, Fred?
18 divided by 4.
Give me that answer.
So let's.
I want to see that answer.
I think it's like a decimal point.
Can somebody give me
On-
this answer in the chat? 18 divided by 4?
4.5.
Thank you. See, it was a decimal
He
point.
just made that
4.5.
up.
18 divided by 4.
Um,
Thank you, Siri. Shut up,
yes.
Siri.
How many more days of Gamescom is there? It's tomorrow and Friday.
I don't know.
Something like that.
How dare you?
I guess nobody wanted to see this Xbox get smashed. I'm very disappointed.
120,
Hmm.
$125. Doesn't have to be a straight shot.
$125. If
separate.
not, then that's it. I'm not going to smash it.
Yeah. So come on, guys. Want to see it?
If somebody super chats
Wow.
125, Fred and I will go there right now, live,
Mm-hmm.
and smash that sucker. If not, we're not going to do it. And the people that
Whoever-
donated yesterday, I will smash something else.
Mm-hmm. And whoever donates the highest, we will send the pieces to you.
You got the parts.
Yep.
To you, the gamer.
To you.
We'll actually give you something, whereas Xbox doesn't do that shit. So,
Mhm. I'll sign
Funding
the
for
parts-
smashing this Xbox is brought
I'll
to you
sign
in
the
part by
parts from
people
Blue
like
Milk.
you.
Yeah.
come on. Is announcing more games for PlayStation and their own platform. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Shout to Venge.
Yeah, man. So all in all, at least I mean the whole summer's kind of been a little bit like hit or miss with news.
Phil, oh Phil, you
so at
sold
least we had
dreams in a
something else
box.
going on.
Also, they clarified. This wasn't at Gamescom, but it was this week. They clarified the Game Pass standard. So for $15 a month, you're gonna get games that are already in the service, and you might not get new games for at least a year or more. So Indiana Jones might not come to standard Game Pass for
Why
years
even have this?
because they're
It's not
stupid.
even
I don't
Game
know.
Pass. You're calling it Game Pass. It's not even Game Pass at that point.
I don't even know what it is. Exactly what is that?
Just sell the fucking thing with sell PC and Ultimate, or PC and console and Ultimate. Just
Right, that's
do
what
it.
I would do.
PC is $9.99, console's $12.99, and Ultimate is fucking $20.
Right,
It's not
done.
that hard. Just
Nope.
have the 3 tiers.
Why?
Shit, man.
Who's gonna pay? But buy standard?
They do standards so that it's a mind fuck. It's a sales
Right.
tactic.
Like, I'll pay the extra $5
Like,
to get.
yeah, I'll pay the extra $5 to get that instead of this. It's like, stop doing this stuff,
and that-
man.
The extra $5 a month equals $60 extra a year. So you're paying for those games. It's not free.
Just buy your fucking games. I've had enough of this.
That's
Nukem
where
was
I'm
fucking
at.
right, man. He is the man. He's the legend. And he said, don't even bother with that shit. Just buy the games. And he was right.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Nukem.
Yeah,
You'll
he'll be coming
probably
back
spend
in the
less in
fall.
the long run.
He's coming back in October, and I hope he rips ass.
Heck
Takes
yeah.
names.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's tough. It's like I don't know what they're thinking with this tier crap, to be honest.
Nah, it's just being stupid. That's all. it
Tears
is.
of the Kingdom.
Tears for Fears.
Gears of the Kingdom? Is that the new Gears of War game?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I mean that's all the news I got though.
Yeah. There's nothing that happened tonight, Frank. Check the internet. See if
No,
anybody.
this is-
I've been refreshing, but
Gamescom has been what's going on, and that's it. Like it's going on for 3 more days, Frank. It's going on to the 25th.
Oh, great.
So Sunday it ends. So we'll have like 3 more days of stuff to talk about.
Well, if
next
you want to
Wednesday.
hear my take on it, we're going to talk about it on Axel's show. So
Axel will be up first. And
you'll get a
yeah.
sneak peek.
What are you doing on Friday with the Axel show? What was the topic? Oh, no. You said it
Gamescom.
off the air, right? Let's not talk about that on the air.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I don't want to
No,
say
no,
anything.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So Sunday, Frank is on Good Morning Xbox. So go to Axel's channel, drop that link in there, subscribe. If Axel
night.
gets 500 subs, I will send out I'll do a giveaway. We've talked about this before. I'll give away an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. The person who wins the giveaway will choose what they want, and I will send it out. But you have to subscribe to Axel's channel. Once he hits 500 subs, come back in this chat, and we will pick a winner.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on Friday as well. I think I'm
Phil
going to be on
Spencer
both
will
this
announce the
weekend,
PS5 Pro. That's a good one.
That's funny.
Mental
Yeah, at this
9R
point.
says, good night, folks. Good night, buddy. Thanks for
Good night.
hanging out tonight.
Yeah, mental.
See you later.
See you, man.
Is Jeff making love to Kojima at Gamescom? Yes. Those are the noises
is
you hear
correct.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, always at the Game Awards, he always has those after parties, you know? So
Yes,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I said, it's like prom night. He knows he's going to get laid that night at the Game Awards.
So you never know. He's always looking forward to that
He
December
plays the
date.
Dawson's Creek music, and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's disgusting.
Dawson's Creek. Yes,
Now,
that's the link to
the
Axel's channel.
intro.
I know exactly what you mean.
If anyone in the chat, please subscribe to Axel's channel
What a
because
stupid song.
Axel's a good guy and he's still 2
Heck
away
yeah.
from 400 subs. So let's get him to over 400 at least.
Yeah.
We want to get him
He
over
was
5.
at
but,
401, and then it dropped. So I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. YouTube was being dumb, I guess.
help him out, and yeah, you can catch Frank on there Friday and Sunday.
Gonna be a busy week for me.
So support Axel for sure, and
Yeah.
it was good to have him on.
Axel is the man. He is awesome.
Yeah, I love Axel.
Yeah. I
Everyone
love
go
Axel.
subscribe to Axel. Frank will
Click
be
the
on there
link.
for Iconic Video Games podcast on Friday night.
Milfman just
will-
put the link there.
He will be there Sunday for Good Morning Xbox. Bright and early.
Yeah,
Before
I
I go,
think-
says Mental 9R. Phil didn't even have the guts to announce Indiana Jones going to PlayStation, but
No,
Keeley had to do it.
yeah,
Yeah, because
That's
Phil
true.
is he's a schlub. Phil the Lying Spencer. Lion.
And we-
what was it?
Lion-O.
No.
Lion
Flying
crying,
Lion Brian Pillman, but Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
It was
Phil-
Flying Ryan, Jim Ryan. Remember that?
yeah.
Phil Poop Face Spencer.
We should watch
Philly
that video
Spencer.
on here live. We should
Jim
react
Ryan's
to it.
probably laughing right now.
He's probably laughing just for the fact that he doesn't have to go to work and deal with this shit anymore.
Yeah.
RWK, take care, buddy. Thanks again for
Take
the
care,
dollar.
RWK.
Super
See you
chat.
later.
See it.
See ya, man.
Shout out to Mental. Shout out to RWK.
Yeah, sorry guys, we probably weren't getting to the chat as much tonight, but we were trying our best. We're
Yeah,
just
Asher I
talking.
said we ignored him, but we read his comment before he said that, so I don't know if
Yeah.
he had volume issues with the show or what.
Yeah, maybe he just got delayed or whatever.
Maybe there was a delay. I don't know. Good night for real, says Mental. Cheers, guys. Always a pleasure. Thank you, buddy, and thank you for making that video.
Yeah,
Check
that
out
was
Mental
awesome.
9R's
Thank you.
channel on YouTube, Caffeine Entertainment. And he's got a podcast with Finn that he does, and he did the Verge review video. So shout out to that.
He didn't do a podcast on this past info, right? Like with the Indiana Jones stuff. He hasn't done one yet.
No, he did one a couple days ago. And then
Okay,
he
so
uploaded
probably
the
the next-
Verge video.
Yeah, probably the next one will be
Oh yeah,
about this stuff.
yeah. They're gonna
And there's
get into
Mental's
that.
channel. Frank just put it in the chat.
Go subscribe.
Heck yeah. Do
Another good guy over there.
Heavy topic. Y'all couldn't read it all in the chat. Yeah.
Well, the chat does move quick too. I mean, keep in mind,
Excuse
like,
me.
years ago, our chat wasn't moving as fast as it is now. That's just an honest truth. You know what I mean? We got more people in here. So
yeah, I was
we used to
hoping
stream to like 7 or 8 people sometimes. Like that's all we got, but it was fine because, it'd be archived.
check
Now,
out Axel's count again. Uh-oh. Did he hit 500 in like 5 minutes?
I hope he's over 4 at least now. 403.
he's
There
over
we
Yeah,
go.
403.
Sweet.
Nice.
Oh, good. All right,
Less
good.
than 100
Awesome.
left.
Yeah.
Less than
He's
100. We'll
There
give
we
out
go.
the machine.
Yeah.
Nobody
Sweet.
wanted to see me smash this machine with Fred tonight, I guess, huh?
Damn, it's crazy.
The real question is the option still going to be open for next stream?
No.
Yeah. You guys lost your chance.
You lost your
That-
chance. That's all right. And the people that donated money already will smash something else. Fred and
Yeah.
I have something in mind already.
I'm sure you
Yep.
can find something.
Or we have something in the works.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dreadpool.
Shout out to Dreadpool. Shout out to Majestic Mayhem every Sunday night at around 9 p.m. on
That is a
yeah.
great show.
4GQ TV on
Awesome.
YouTube and Rumble. It's a
Awesome.
great show.
Let's get ready to.
You know, I would twerk on that Xbox like Shrek.
What?
Why?
I would have Fred stick that Xbox between my cheeks and twerk like Shrek.
Holy shit!
And then I would smash it with the hammer.
You got to add insult to injury. You know,
Gotta
you
get
can't
Rikishi to come down and give it the stink face.
The stink face.
come down.
That's what I said.
Bro, somebody needs to pay Rikishi to give Phil Spencer the stink face.
You
He
can borrow
deserves
my
it.
buddy's ring, and we can just.
Yeah.
The list
Go
of the
town
most
on-
hated people in gaming. Jeff Keighley is number 2 after Phil. I don't hate Phil Spencer, but I'm just sick of the bullshit with this guy. I don't know him personally, so none of us can say we hate the guy.
We definitely don't like him as a businessman. I think that's safe to say.
I think Phil Spencer sucks at his job. I think he was
Yeah.
good at it at one point, and now he's just phoning it.
I think he kind of lost his way because he got too
got too much
greedy.
money.
Yeah.
He got too greedy. That guy. He's run amok.
No,
It's like it's always like the generic like he's run amok. It's always like, you know, it's always the same kind of story. Like the greed goes to the head, and then it's like they lose track or sight of like what they originally came in to do. Because at first he was doing damage control and it was working, and
Well,
then
he was
now,
actually shifting the brand and moving it in the proper direction.
yeah,
And we talked about that. We praise this guy all the time, but now
yeah, we were there covering it when he
this guy's
came
just
in.
fucking
you know?
phoning it in, and it's like we're done.
Yeah.
He killed off his fan base.
Yeah, it was
I'm not
just
saying he killed off his entire fan base, but that next console, if they do go sell it, instead of selling 30 million, he's probably going to sell about 15 to 20 million. because
yeah, he made
will
people
leave.
lose the trust, man.
Yeah, the
They
trust is
lost the
broken.
trust, and that goes with the brand and him and the stuff that he says, and it's just like, you know, again, used car salesman. We say it all the time, but it's true. You know what I mean? All salespeople are the same in one way or another, right?
Yeah,
So
it sucks, man, because we thought this guy actually gave a shit, but
yeah, we want to be hopeful. Do you like Perry says? Do you think we want to come on here every week and say shit about Xbox?
no, I
No.
don't, because you know why?
But-
a lot of our community are Xbox people,
Right?
and I don't want people to feel uncomfortable, but we have to call this stuff out.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, I mean, look, no one's going to watch this show. But if somebody does, if somebody happens to watch it, we did our part.
Yeah.
As
Because even though we
consumers, as people that
yeah,
buy, I'm not an insider. I don't fucking get calls from these guys. I don't get emails, and I don't get scripts sent to me on what to say. I don't have any ties to this shit. The only tie I have to it is I buy this stuff. So
right.
I'm coming on here as a consumer that's pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm not coming on here as a hater. I'm not trying to fuck with anybody.
No, we amp it up obviously, but like we're honest at the same
We
time.
over
Like if we,
exaggerate, but the bottom line
Yeah.
is shit's going down, and as a consumer, I want to keep buying Xboxes.
yeah.
But the way that they're treating the brand right now, I don't want nothing to do with it.
We want to have, like I was saying earlier, like I miss the days of the real competition between these guys,
Yes.
you know.
Microsoft
And,
was killing it back in the day. But it is what it is. I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, Disney made him put it on fucking. That's bullshit.
No,
Those contracts were signed. The game was in development.
Disney's too busy canceling
Disney doesn't give
series
a
and
fuck
crap.
what games. They got Disney. They got exclusive Disney games on GameCube.
Yeah,
That was okay, right?
yeah. I don't know, man.
That Mickey game isn't even on Xbox. I don't think, right? The rebrushed.
I don't
No,
think
I think
so.
it is.
Is
Right,
it?
then it's
Let me
on
see.
there. But all the other
Must have missed that.
PK and the Shadows was never on Xbox. Those Mickey sports games were never on Xbox.
Yeah, Rebrushed is on everything.
All
It's
right.
actually on PS4 and Xbox One.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Deal of the day is an Acer Chromebook for $139.
Anything that says Chromebook is shit.
You don't want the Intel Celeron
Nope. It should
4020?
be illegal to sell Celerons in 2024 and USB
Yeah.
2.0.
DC's Justice League Comic Chaos for the Switch
Nobody
is
fucking
$10.
cares. Nobody cares.
Works the Zip Snip.
Nope. Don't even know what it is.
It's a rechargeable cordless electric scissors
Nope.
for $29.99. You can
Bro,
get a
how
massage
lazy you have
chair.
to be to fucking use scissors and cut something?
Yeah.
You can't squish your fingers together. You gotta.
$4,000 massage chair. Another $4,000
I
massage
need a
chair.
whirlpool in my fucking house. That's what I need. If I was able to sit in a whirlpool for like an hour, all the stress would go away.
Yeah. You have a 10-piece cutlery set, and then an Insignia microwave for $65.
It's poultry, not cutlery.
Cutlery.
Get with the program.
Rexing CCS electric vehicle charger adapter. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Fred, you need to stream again. Well, he's not going to. Fred wasted the whole summer not streaming.
I know. I got really busy.
A Vankyo projector for $220. An 18 terabyte WD Red Pro hard drive for $329.
Nope.
And then a Garmin smartwatch for $650. Those are your deals of the days of Best
You want to hear something funny about Garmin? When we were cleaning out the garage last week, I found my old Garmin GPS from 2009. This was before I got married. Bro, they said lifetime maps. If I bought that thing, I turned that shit on. It still works.
Wow.
It connected to the satellite, and it told me where to go.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit, this thing still works. So I didn't throw it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, boy.
It's good to have if you don't want it to use your phone, which sometimes the phone can be a little.
I'm not gonna use it, but I'm just saying, like, it still fucking works. It connected to the satellites, no problem, and it told me where to go. It's crazy, because I was gonna I charged it to turn it on and erase it, and then throw it away.
What do you use, a micro USB?
It still fucking works.
Yeah.
No, it uses mini USB.
Mini
The
USB.
PlayStation 3.
Oh,
USB.
right. That's what I meant to say. I got it mixed
micro.
up. Yeah.
It still works. It's lifetime. Garmin wasn't fucking around, man. I was like, wow, that's a great product. Speaking of great product, our buddy Neostormer, he got mentioned on Retro RGB today.
Oh, nice.
It's very nice. It's very cool.
Yep.
Finally.
That's good, man.
Congratulations to him and shout out to him.
He's a good guy.
More success. Yes, he's very cool. He was in here
Yeah,
a couple days ago.
That dude really tried to turn things around. You know what I mean? You don't get a lot of people like that when they sell a product.
Room the other day when we were streaming, and he said that he talked to the guy that what was it? He talked to the X-Link Kai people, and he's like, it does work on here now. It just works messed up, but it works.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, with the unmodified ROM, you have to be geographically close, I believe, or like doesn't work very well.
That's nuts.
So it's good we got the modified ROM set up.
Yeah, it's good when people stand by their product, right? I mean,
that's
what you want.
Listen, we came on here, we amped it up. We were having fun with the whole thing, but we were like cursing them out.
How many hours did he sit there?
4
he sat there.
hours.
Yeah, 4 hours.
And
Crazy.
he watched the entire video after we ended the stream and took notes of everything. But we're on here joking around, but we're cursing the guy out at the same time. It was probably not an easy listen for this guy. But
we were like, he's never going to see this. And then
the guy could have cursed us out and said, you idiots, blah, blah. Instead, he came on here. He's like, hey, guys, I fixed it, blah, blah, blah. And he's cool with us. He's in the chat room every once in a while. He's retweeting us. We're retweeting him. What a great guy. Really cool guy,
that's cool.
Man. But
he was patient,
That's somebody very rare in the community, the homebrew community, that stands by their shit.
Yeah, I'm happy he came in and spoke up in the chat. You know what I mean? That was really cool.
And I ordered another one. I got it in my bag.
Yeah.
So probably in another couple of weeks, I'll order 1 or 2 more, and that's it for me. But
Yeah, people will show if you stand by your product and
If he
you sell
stands
something
by
that's
his
good.
product like he's been doing, he's going to have a bright future ahead of him. And I will be
Yeah.
there to buy whatever he creates next.
Definitely.
So shout out to him, man. Neostormer. GCNet, Google that, and get the GCNet broadband adapter for your GameCube.
Yeah.
It's worth it. $40. Guy's great. Fred, you need to stream. Oh, I read that. Okay.
I don't see any other stuff. I'm looking.
There's nobody fighting and arguing on Twitter about this stuff?
It's already all been said. Like all day long.
Fred, when you do stream, what are you going to stream?
I'm probably gonna get back on Max Payne. I
That's
also
great.
do
Wow.
like
He's stealing Anthony's game.
You're not stealing my game. I love Max Payne, but
yeah, either that or I don't know when that Space Marines game's gonna come out. When is that Space Marines game supposed to come out? The new one? Do you remember? Do you have a date?
I believe September, but I'll tell you right now for sure.
Warhammer.
Bloody Space Marines.
Space Marine 2, it comes out
19th
Spice
or
Marines.
the 20th?
Oh, 19th? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
no, September 9th.
Because I did want to
So-
like I wanted to try and stream that Space Marines
Space
game.
Harrier.
The
You
Warhammer
ever play that
Space
game, Fred?
first
Space
one.
Harrier?
No, never played it.
Oh, come on.
Space
I've
Harrier.
never
How's
played
this
it,
guy
no.
living? I play these games.
Do you
So the
know?
game came out before I was born, probably.
You know they're bringing
Right
back
before.
Backyard Sports. Do you remember those games?
Yeah, they're making a movie or something, they said, right?
Yeah, and I think they're gonna make the games again. Those were fun. I have them on the GameCube. I love those.
But I'll probably go back on Max Payne. Do that.
Any questions in the chat room?
Yeah, I gotta go put my legs up soon. So they are killing me right now.
My back is like shot. Let me shout out our Patreon.
And then I gotta be up by 7 tomorrow.
For what?
Me and my parents were going to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're going over there.
Shout out to JB Zombie 89 over on Patreon and Abo. Shout out to you guys. Again,
Thank
we
you,
haven't
guys.
heard from either of
Thank
you,
you, thank
so
Yeah, I haven't even seen him in the LTRE chat, so
Hope y'all are doing all right.
yeah, we
Maybe
hope you
they're
guys are
together
all right.
somewhere.
Yeah, they ran
Yeah.
away together.
Ripping the CDs.
maybe they went on an island for the duration of the
Anthony,
summer.
man, you walked right into that one.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna say it, but you walked right into that shit.
I have no idea what you mean, so
It's weird.
it's definitely
Fine,
weird.
I'll throw it up.
Oh, thank you.
They need to
Frank,
bring back
thank you.
EA Street games as well. EA needs to bring back a lot of games. NBA Jam,
Blitz.
Oh,
Blitz,
Yes.
yep, NFL Blitz. Madden Arcade, that was a great game. They only made that game once. You know, Madden's on PC, but NCAA isn't.
Yeah.
That's weird, right? It's
Yeah, I
messed
don't know
up.
why.
Wukong. Can you
That
check to see if
game,
that's crackhead?
You know what's so funny? I just checked before. I don't think it's gonna get cracked because it's de nouveau.
Yeah, but the
So-
trainer's out. Usually when the trainer's out, that means it's cracked.
Let me check, maybe.
Shit. My
I
cat
don't
just
see
fucking
it.
ran up the stairs.
I'm not buying
was-
that shit.
No,
Not
no,
right
no.
now. If
I
it's
was
like
hoping
$10, I'll buy it, but
I was hoping it would get cracked so I could try it because it looks cool, but I'm not spending any type of money on that right now. It ain't happening.
yeah, no. That's what's good about PC. You can try before you buy.
Usually, it
You
depends
can
on
buy
what the.
before you try.
That's
They
true.
should have put a demo out for this game, though. I'm surprised they didn't.
Doesn't Sony require a demo for new games? Like, what happened with that?
I think if it's a first-party game, it has to have a trial within 30 days of its release or something. But that's not a first-party game. It's like some Chinese company or something. So
Hopefully, I have LG G4 by the time Silent Hill 2. We didn't even talk about Silent Hill 2. We were gonna end this shit, not talk about it.
Silent Hill 2. Oh yeah, we
shout
saw
out to
more of it.
Anthony, who stuck by his guns and never changed his opinion, even though people attacked this guy.
Yeah, so yeah, they put up a 27. Well, essentially, people played the first few hours, like big, journalists and stuff, and
There
the
are no
like
journalists.
27 minutes
Tom
of
Brokaw
gameplay.
and
Yeah,
what's their name played this? All the real journalists.
of course, the hated ones in the community that we don't like. The big dogs,
The big
as we'll call them.
wigs.
Yeah, 27 minutes of gameplay. My opinion looks great, man. I did a reaction video to the gameplay, and all the comments now are saying, "Oh, this is wonderful. This looks great." Not a negative comment. I don't even think I got one on the last video. Now that I said that, there will be. But yeah, so people are liking it now. People are thinking it's more polished, which it obviously, it's about to come out. So yeah, it's going to be the best it can look. They're trying to sell it. Unreal Engine 5 looks great. Voice acting's great. Gameplay looks smooth. You can go in between gunplay and melee combat seamlessly. You can dip to the left or to the right when enemies are attacking you. So it's like all in real time. You don't have to keep bringing up an item menu to heal. You can heal in real time. You can switch weapons in real time. The over-the-shoulder perspective looks great. Silent Hill looks better than it's ever looked, I think, because Unreal Engine 5 looks fucking sweet. You play this on PC with some maxed out settings, you're going to be in heaven. And that's in all hopes that it launches on PC fine, because that's where I'm going to be playing it. But anyway, looks great. And yeah, I think a lot of people sometimes have to just wait until they have an opinion, because it's very easy to jump on the hate train. I know that Blooper Team is an easy target. I know they're past. I know it hasn't been smooth. But who's to say they can't come out with something that makes people trust them again and make Silent Hill successful? I hope. This game still might not sell well, even though it will be a good game. We've seen this before. Dead Space Remake, right? But my fingers are crossed that this will be great as far as how it performs. And I'm there day one, man. I'm going to be streaming this. And yeah, I'm very happy to see that people are coming around to it, or I guess now being more patient with it. People that wrote it off, like Perry has said, they're going to play it anyway. And the people that have officially wrote it off before it came out, they're just never going to play it, and they're going to miss out on a good remake, So they put out a story trailer as well, which is just kind of more cutscenes, more voice acting. But they kind of put this out with the gameplay simultaneously. So there you go. Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm there for it, man. So I think we're all going to at least check it out.
So this is a headline, but it's not. I don't see anything in the article. There's no article here. It's from Push Square. Xbox renegotiated Indiana Jones deal to exclude PS5, then ported it anyway. I don't know what this even means. There's like no article here with any proof.
Maybe when they initially licensed the IP, they had to
Can we
contractually
say
be
if
like,
either of those
we were
titles
not going
are
to put it on PlayStation, just in case they didn't.
Yeah, but it's just a headline here to click on this. There's no article that goes with it. It just says like the basic shit.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer was asked earlier this year if it would come to PS5. He said no. It's like, yeah, okay, but where does this headline come from? I don't know. Why would they post this? I don't know. Anyway, Silent Hill, the trailer, it looks really good. And the fans are all happy again. It's like, guys, you guys rushed to destroy this game. And by the way, you had people yelling at you, Anthony, and that was bullshit. But I'm glad you stuck by your guns and didn't.
Yeah,
bow
it
down
was
to
it
the
was
pressure.
mostly a lot of random Silent Hill fans finding my video and probably were like, "Who the hell's this guy?"
Right.
Giving it good praise. And many Silent Hill fans were always with it from the beginning.
You could be excited to play a game. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest with you, between Dead Rising and Silent Hill coming out, those are the two I'm really looking forward to. Call of Duty's right after that. So because that's actually later in October, right? So yeah, we'll have 2 solid titles in October, hopefully. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just excited. And Stevie Max, is funny how they barely showed Angela in the new trailer. Yeah, I know, right? Because that was the chick that was getting backlash. But
Yeah,
it's a game.
because there's no people that look like actual fucking people these days.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like it's a survival horror game. Like we're focused on the monsters and the weird effed up stuff we have to see.
We're focused on the companies that they hire behind the scenes. Nobody gives a fuck, man. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Just
this
play the game. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yeah, it still looks dark, still looks brutal, looks gory. It's still an M-rated game.
What if Harrison Ford wants it on PS? I don't think he even knows what the fuck it is.
The PlayStation 5. That's what he'll say.
Sonic 2 Remake looks phenomenal. I'm there day one. Nice, Jeff M.
Nice, Jeff M.
And
Yeah,
I will be there day one on PC
yeah, probably me too.
because I can use Sheets.
I'm gonna rebuy Dead Rising KMMA. Well, hopefully I'll get a code, but I will be getting a code and streaming it for my channel. I'll actually be streaming the first game over again as well before. So I have plans to do that with my friend Dave, who's also a big Dead Rising fan, and he actually played it with me 8 years ago on the channel.
Dave Meltzer? Holy shit. You know
Dave
that guy?
Meltzer. Yeah, back when streaming.
I only met him once.
Yeah, I never met him, but yeah, no, yeah, I haven't streamed Dead Rising on the channel since the 10-year anniversary, and Dead Rising just turned 18. So
Did it really?
it's due for a live stream. So yeah, I'm gonna probably replay the first one just to let people know that
Maybe I'll play that if the controls are fixed.
So there's a new controller scheme on the new one, which is a lot better. Apparently, you can move and shoot like the
that's
remakes.
why I didn't like the first game because the controls sucked. The second game, the controls are better.
No, I will agree with you there. The control, like going back and playing this, the remaster 60 frames version now, it's tough, man. And I don't know whose decision was to make B the action button for everything, but that has to be changed. And from the modern controls that they added in the deluxe remaster, and let's be honest, this is basically like a remake. I mean, they're not calling it a remake, but it essentially is. So it's built from the ground up in the RE engine. I mean, it's they're not calling it a remake, but they didn't say it's not. It's kind of like a hybrid.
It's Capcom being fucking dumb. Just call it the goddamn remake. Be dumb.
Yeah, honestly. So yeah, there you go, Stevie Mac. Wait for it on sale if you're not really like, you don't gotta buy it.
Free $99.
Or $3.99 if you have the right stuff. Jeff M says, looking forward to Ant's review playthrough Dead Rising. I never finished the OG, picked it up again in the console. And the controls are horrid, but still want to check out the new one. Yeah, no, you can move and shoot in the new one like the Resident Evil remakes. The AI is really improved according to what they're saying. And that's a big factor. Just the updated mechanics,
KMMA wants to know if they're gonna cut stuff out of this game.
They cut a couple things out. I don't know if they're gonna change the story of the bad guy. They shouldn't, though, because that's the point. But let's just say, let's just hope that they don't change it, because it's just some backstory stuff as to why he's doing it. And let's just say, his area in the world got, infected by this stuff that is in the game that causes the zombies, and it's a attack. That's all I'm going to say. So people might not like that. People might like it. I think they should just keep it the same. It's from 2006. You should just keep that charm. That's my take on it. There's a you can't do the erotica photos anymore, but which was part of the game system. But yeah, it's not anything. They're cutting out all of the bad mechanics. Let's just say that, as far as like the controls being crappy, the AI not following you, getting stuck indoors, like dumb shit that would frustrate.
Yeah, the second game was so much better control.
It really was, man. And I really hope this leads to them doing deluxe remaster for 2,
They will.
because it's co-op and we can play it again
Bro,
online
Slicicles,
together.
That's
Yeah,
alone
the
that sells
versus
it.
mode, like that was awesome. So like I really hope this
me.
just does well enough for them. And well, maybe we'll get a 5 one day. Who knows? But yeah, the rumors. I made a video like maybe 5 or 6 months ago when these rumors started that we might get a remake of it. And let's just say I hope it sells well enough for Capcom to be like, let's do 2. Maybe they'll do 3 as well. Who knows? But because the RE engine, by the time they do the second one, maybe the Rex engine will be the next engine they make it up on. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. So really, the only games I'm really jumping into that I'm looking forward to is Dead Rising on the 19th of September, which is a Thursday, and I'm going to be streaming that all weekend, and then Silent Hill 2. So in October 7th, I think, or 8th, whatever that comes out. So, yeah, that's the plan. So we'll see what happens. But
all right, everybody, it was nice hanging out tonight. Shout out to Axel for coming on.
yeah,
Yes.
We didn't smash the Xbox, and that's expired.
it's expired.
Yep, done.
It was a nice attempt, you know.
Nice attempt. Because this would have been the week to do it, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, the timing would have worked out, but
We'll
you know,
smash
it is
something
what
for
it
the
is.
people that donated. Fred and I, we already started working on something just in case, a backup plan. And Fred's gonna keep checking out what he can find, but me and him already talked in case this didn't happen. So we will smash something for the people that did donate.
Will it be next week or will it just be on a one-off stream?
Whenever we can get a hold of this item, we'll just go live.
Yeah, I gotta keep on looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Fred, he was looking earlier today because I said, if we don't do it for this machine, we could do something else.
Yeah.
So not a big deal. It would have been perfect for this week because of what transpired, but I'm sure we'll get more weeks.
Yeah, this was
let's
a big show, you know what I mean? Like, because we were originally going to go live like immediately, but we're like, let's just do it all in one shot. So
He's gonna
it
wait
worked
for
out.
Wukong. It looks good though. I think you should wait, Cam, because it's a Souls game,
Yeah.
and I think you'll be paying $70 for it, and you're not going to be too happy with the results. But if you
Yeah,
pay
for me,
like-
I suck at those types of games. So like, it might be a great game, but I just suck at the Souls-like games, honestly.
right. I think he's going to get frustrated though.
Now, like, if I'm like, you know, once I get this PC
Based
rocking
on
with
his
the
gameplay.
I can play those games with the cheats. That's a different story. But I know that's not, you know, the way people will
If
play
you
this
have it
day
on PC,
one.
you could use cheats now. There's a trainer up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So that's the only way I can be like good at them. But you know, it's not my style of game, so I'm typically not the best skill wise. But if you like that kind of thing, you might dig it. So
Xbox has been spread for now. Yes, I thought you said spread. I was like, whoa.
It's been spread for now.
I think I'll check out the Slitherhead. Looks pretty interesting, different enough. Yeah,
Leatherhead, huh?
I think Silent Hill 2 is going to be good.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
check
good
that
at
out.
Souls games, then you don't want Wukong.
Yeah, I was gonna say when Axel said that, I didn't even know it was a Souls-like game.
Yeah, it's a Souls
And I was
game.
like, ooh, okay. So that's
Yeah,
I don't like those
KMA,
games
like
either.
it. It's just
you would have
tough,
just
you know?
blown $70 and been pissed. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you
we're
still
looking
want
out
to
for
get
you,
it,
buddy.
just wait till it drops in price. Check it out one night.
Yeah. Or if you want to get like another Souls-like game on sale and see if you like that, you know what I mean? You
Or
can
buy
always
the
do
game
that,
on
too.
Amazon, play it, and then return it. Amazon gives you your money back.
I mean, Amazon has probably one of the most lenient return things as of now. So
Whatever. Anyway,
Do what you gotta do.
hopefully PlayStation puts that trial out for that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, I don't know why they kept promising they were going to do that more, and then it just kind of like withered away, like that idea of
Right.
having the trial and everything. It's like, why?
All right, everyone. I'm sure something big will happen tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. If not, check out Frank on Axel's channel.
Mm-hmm.
So that is from one of the original Silent creators. Nice, Jeff M.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm gonna have to look into that. A lot of people are recommending me games like that. So
Check out Frank. He will be on the Iconic Video Games podcast Friday night. And then he will be on Good Morning Xbox Sunday morning at 9 a.m.
Bright
Eastern.
and early. I will be there.
And 8 p.m. on Friday for Iconic Video Games podcast, which is Axel's channel. So check it out.
Yep.
All right.
I will drop that link one more time for y'all, and
Drop
that's
the link
it.
in the chat.
There you go.
Frank will be
it
on
is.
Friday and Sunday. So
Yes.
Yep.
and no cursing, Frank.
I'll try not to.
No, 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 no.
All right, Fred.
All
Take
right.
care, buddy. Thanks for everything.
problem.
Anthony, I'll
Hey,
catch you
man, take
later.
care.
You're streaming
Bye.
Anthony tomorrow or not?
I'll be streaming some Silent Hill 3 tomorrow.
What time?
Nice.
I'll probably be streaming probably around 2 or 3 p.m.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be tackling that for another like 4 hours or
She's
so.
gonna
See
be
how far I
streaming
get.
tomorrow night if she streams. So
Okay.
you'll be good. All right, everyone,
Bye.
take care.
Take care, everyone.
Get
Bye,
better,
guys.
Frank. All right, bye. Look at these suckers. They're all leaving me here with 22 people in the room. What a bunch of losers. All right. Yeah, I'm done. We're done for tonight. I'm falling asleep over here anyway, so shout out to everybody. Thank you all again. Have a good one. Peace.